Oh my gosh, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Hey, Hunter. Welcome in. Now you have a cough? Oh no. Oh no, B. That is not good. Not good at all. But you know what is good? This Fortnite that we're about to watch. That's right. That's right. That is right. I'm just making sure I look good, that I feel good. You looking good? I know you're not feeling good. Hopefully, at least you can make up for it by looking good. That's right. All right. Oh, that is the wrong thing. Hello. I hit the wrong one. I moved my stuff around and I hit everything all wrong. But hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, Tiru. Let me just get everything set up over here and then we'll be hopping in to game number 1. That's right. Look at this. Ooh. Look how good my hair looks right now, y'all. Oh. So it's getting pulled back just a little bit hard. Let's get it. I'm excited to see some BOO-Mer Fortnite tonight, hosted by, of course, the one and only Peach Quabla. We are excited. It's gonna be squads, so honestly, we could see some funny plays happen. Love a good squad moment. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right. Make sure I'm on the right, like, region and everything. Oh. How do I find that again? There we go. There we go. Hold on. Let me make sure I have this right. Goodness me, oh my, look at me throwing. Alrighty, there we go. Sorry, I was making sure that I had it all right. Perfect, perfect. But welcome on in. I know it's late for some people. 1 second. Just making my fan blow a little bit more towards me because it is hot here in Texas. And by a little bit, I mean a lot more towards me. So you're gonna see my hair waving in the wind, like, you know, one of those commercials, one of those beautiful beauty commercials that, you know, that you love to see. Anyway, 5 games, I believe, are going to be played here tonight. Let me take a look. Man, that. Hold on now. Hold on, that fan is really blowing. I did not realize how much that fan was going to be blowing. Sorry, let me take a little look. See here. Okay, everybody, welcome on in. Sorry, still just getting started on everything in the back end. Everybody's getting in. We are going to be playing for $5,000 today, just in case anybody was unaware. $5,000 are on the line. All vehicles are banned. All mythics are banned. All explosives are banned. Boogie bombs and stink grenades are banned. And all snipers are banned. You must dismiss the bot, Meowdus, Snoop Dogg, and TNT Tina after eliminating it for the weapon key card. You cannot have it on your team. So none of that going to be happening today. Prizing, in case anybody wants to know, is going to be $1,400 for first place. So each player ends up getting $350 each. Second place is going to get $1,200, $300 each. Third place is $800 total. Fourth place is $600. Fifth place is $500. Sixth is $300, and seventh is $200. Let's get a leaderboard in the chat. Let me go ahead and see if I can do this on the fly for y'all. We're getting everybody loaded in. By the way, we're gonna have a lot of players playing tonight. That should be good. Oh, okay. Apparently the leaderboard command does not exist, but now it does. Thank you so much for the follow, Conan Eyes. Appreciate it. There we go. Leaderboard command now updated. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I think we're going to hide those. You're winning this whole deal. Hey, good luck. Good luck indeed. All good. All good. Welcome in. Appreciate you. We're getting everybody loaded in. All of the players loaded in. Reminder, there is a stipulation. The team must consist of 2 female players and 2 male players, 25 and older for the males and 23 and older for the females. So, going to be an interesting combination. Here today. Let me pull up and see. I think I'll have to be on this PC really quickly. Oh, good thing I closed that. Forgot I had something open on this PC. Would have been crazy to see. No, I'm kidding. It was just screenshots off there. Let's see who we have. I believe captains are going to be Peach, Lolly, Amira, Botted, Bushcamp, Churko, Crocs and Glocks, Favorite T, Perseus, Kitten, K-Moors, Maddie, Tyrone, Ardupe, Reddish, Ruffles, Scriberry, Smacko, Ulasoka, Vanessa, and Vlexen. So excited to see their team. I think unfortunately Peach is not playing today. She can't make it. So Maddie, Colazzo, let me go with Amira. Yeah, that's Amira. Or Ama, actually, going to be stepping in for them with Brandon NYC. So excited to see who comes out of that squad on top. Cole and I saying that they're winning the whole thing. I'm excited to see how that goes and see who wins. By the way, if you're playing and I say your name wrong, please let me know and I will correct my pronunciation to the best of my ability. Thank you so much. I appreciate you understanding. We got like 82 people loaded up. We're gonna have a couple more people get loaded in, and then we're gonna get started. We should be good here soon, getting everybody moved in. I'm excited. I believe, again, it is, I believe, 5 games. If I'm incorrect, yeah, it is 5 NA Central 0 build matches. And I'm excited to see on this Chapter 2 remix season how it goes, because let me tell you, Chapter 2 was one of my favorite seasons. All right, Chapter 2 was great. That was the season I broke in, started casting officially. So let me tell you, I'm excited. I've been playing it off stream a bunch. Excited to see how things go this time around. A lot of the items not going to be able to use, and that's okay. Going back to, you know, back to the basics, some may say. I say it, but I don't know about you. I don't know if you would say it. Maybe you would. Maybe you wouldn't. But I will find out. Maybe one day you will. Maybe I'll convince you to say it. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Again, my name is Clay. Hope you're having a great day. This is obviously put on by the Peach Cobbler. All of y'all know them. And if you don't, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let me go ahead and get you a link over there. Boom. I do have a command, but it was a lot easier for me to copy paste the link. There you go. Leaderboard will be !LB in the chat if you want to see it. Getting all the players loaded up. Games should be starting here soon. Again, remember, it's 5 games on the day. It will be fantastic. It will be action-packed, and it'll be old, just like me, because I'm old. I'm 28 this year, so take that what you will. But for Fortnite, I'm old. Okay, I can't build, and thankfully these players don't have to either. We're playing zero builds, luckily. All right, looks like we're gonna hop into game here shortly. Players will start loading up. You'll hear all the sounds in the background here in a moment. Again, we're gonna adjust audio as we go through, so please bear with me on that. We shall see how it works, how it looks, how it sounds. My audio setup not set up for Fortnite right now, so we're going to try to get that working and perfect and awesome. So excited to see where everybody lands, how players are going to prioritize. If they're going to land at the Spaghetti Grotto or they're landing at Dog Pound this time around, we shall see. Indeed, 85 players aboard the battle bus. The battle bus is loaded up. I'm going to go away now, and all you're going to hear is my beautiful, sultry voice. I think I used that word right. I don't actually know. Welcome in, welcome in. As you see, a lot of players jumping out of the battle bus. Slurpy Swamp. What a beautiful POI. Indeed. We hopped on board here with Mitch, Cause, Amy, and Kitten. I believe they have pinged out that they're going to land at this tiny little island down below. Moving over, let's check out Vanessa, Drone, Kelsey, and Parzo, who look like, I believe they're going for Spaghetti Grotto, maybe. Oh, maybe landing just short of it at this town or using it as a mark to go on through. Welcome in, TS. As we move over to, don't know if Bizzle is actually playing, but it's Smallman, K-Moores, Amira, and it might actually be Bizzle. Who knows? I'll get updated on that and see. But Amira and company landing at Frenzy Farm. We'll see how they do in this. As Code and Eyes, he came in the chat. He said, I'm gonna be winning this thing. Landing at Misty Meadows, a favorite spot of mine back in the day. Love this area. Already landing on a pump shotgun and some double G bombs. Remember, not going to be able to use those, so we'll have to drop them, but it is okay. Moving over to Sweaty Sands. Already we have some congestion happening. And we're going to stay on board here to see if any fights break out over here, because back in the day they used to all the time. Taking a moment to just relive those days. Back in the day, Epic Whale and everybody would land over here, fight all the time. Oh, man. Let's see. I believe it actually is going to be Bizzle playing. So, Bizzle, a Chapter 2 pro. Let me tell you, that man played Chapter 2 very well. Excited to see how they do. Slurpy Swamp. Going to be where Tyrone, Stay, Tri-Crystal, and Noel are landing. Again, very good POI. We do have some Weeping Woods teams. Let's move over. We got Bush Camp, Dad, Harmony, Pops, and Casey landing over here at Weeping Woods. And I think Bush Camp Dad's... Oh, I was going to say going to go for his signature move in the tree, but... a rough landing there, and we'll have to go back. Try to make their way back towards the tree. I think maybe, I think they're all way. I think at least 2 of their teammates are going to be going for the Bush Camp strat, it seems like. And honestly, I'm here for it. Stay true to what you know. Ruby plays. And then they got the Dog Pound with Reddish, I2, Bloom. Now Dog Pound, different POI just a little bit than what we're used to, but nothing too crazy. They do have a grapple. Ooh, gonna be great for mobility. They do have a lot of porta forts, which I think are the only form of protection this season in zero build. So I'm excited to see how that plays out. Let's keep moving through over to the rig. We've got Maddie. I think that's Ama, Cutie Pumpkin. Brandon, who's NYC, and Colazzo. That's going to be the team of the Peach Cobbler. Again, Peach not able to play today. We're gonna have to sort this by Elam just to take a look, because as you can see, we won't be able to see all of the arrows this time around. But this team moving into Weeping Woods, this is gonna be Aim 7, Churko, Gwenki, and Lalu. I'm gonna go with Lalu. Now we know this team in front of them is standing in bushes and trying, as the name says, bush camp their way on out. But look, I hear rifts. They're dipping on out. I don't think this team is really going to go for any sort of let's say aggressive pushes, but they will get some shots onto him. Some tags go over, but not all of them as we continue to move through. This is actually a different team. I stand incorrected. Incorrect. Instar, Pearson, Lolly, and Cal over on the western side of the map over here near Sweaty. They are looking okay. Look at their inventory, and oh, I hear that harpoon gun. Now they're using it for fish to try to get some heals, because in this season there is a lot less heals, as you'll see. Not going to have a lot of inventory of heals going around, as we do see Sampa pick up an elimination. Let's see if we can find out where he is. Not able to find him just yet, so we'll just hop over here to Churko and company, who are maybe spotting a team out here. Seems like it. Will the team run right by? They have to be careful, though. They're going to be pinched from the north. This is a rough season to be fighting like this, as unfortunately AIM not going to be with them. I think got an elimination, and not exactly sure where they ended up, but look at this. Two teams, Elam coming through in the feed. I'll be excited to see if any action breaks out here. But no, it seems like everybody just making their way through Bush Camp Dad. Fortunately going to go down. Tyrone gonna be the one to do it, as we move over real quick just to take a look and see. I think they just found him in a bush. A shot's come through from Slurpy Swamp. Tyrone gonna get tagged up just a little bit. Let's see who is at, again, Slurpy. It will be Maddie, Ama, Palazzo, and NYC. Take a look over to Daisy Scriberry's team. They're making their way out of that little lumber yard. They don't want to be involved there. They have to be careful. Again, rotating out of that is not fun. We'll keep moving through, trying to get every perspective. Now, I love, and I always have loved, this pistol in the game. I think it is one of the best. I think when this pistol was in, it was a very fun meta, because it allowed you to spread up your ammo. Because look, now they don't all have to share AR ammo, as Nut going to go down. K-More is Bizzle, Amira, and Small Man holding this hill that, oh gosh, so many players used to hold back in the day. The name escapes me now. But it was a European player that became real famous in EU for going, landing frenzy, getting the bare minimum loot, and immediately building up on this hill. Let's take a look at who they're looking at. It's going to be Doja Speedy, Hey Hunter, Favorite, and Katie. You know, I like the spread of the AR ammo with that pistol. Zone going to come through a little bit more towards those mountains that we know. Move over. Let's check on Melissa, Cozy, Botted, and Sampa. They're flying through the sky doing some nice movement. Sampa probably going to be the one leading the charge, leading the direction, leading the movement. Botted, loadout looks well. Cozy, double AR. I like that for the follow-up. They have that long-range poke with the scoped in. The follow-up up close. Cozy going to be throwing the big shields. An SMG with Melissa, Toxic, Blonde, and Ruffless. I believe they're going to go down to zone. Yes, unfortunately, we won't start to see players near each other until they get close. As Ms. Mary and company, they're making their way over. Got to be careful with these hills. A lot of natural cover in that lake separates a lot. You could get held out. We'll see. Is Paranoia going to take down I'm Amy? So we can hop on board there with that. Real quick. Oh, this is going to be Ruffless and company. Paranoia with the nice elimination. So it was Zone that took down this team. Toxic Blonde. It's a long zone, so they should be fine. The problem is other players rotating through. They have no porta bunkers. They only have grapples, so this could be rough for Ruffless and company. Gotta be very careful. This team's going to have to move, but again, they have a team in front of them on the hill. Oh, no, they don't. They've already moved. Great for them. Rift going to come through. Spotting out players down below. That's the team that, honestly, if they were going to land on and land in front of, that would be the best one for them to do. So no white heals in their inventory. They're going to get sprayed at, but they should be fine coasting in to Frenzy Fields. By Frenzy, I mean, this is risky, actually. My apologies. Ugh. But I'm a little rusty. I haven't played Chapter 2 in a long... No. Just kidding. But great to see the movement come through. Let's keep moving and see if we can hop on board here with any other team. Sampa and company are set up well, but I want to check out who's underneath them. That's Vlexen, Monster, and company here. And Retail Row. I like that they're just set up rather, here in this little office. The problem is they don't actually have a lot, right? They don't have any extra shields. They have some movement. I do love to see the harpoon in the inventory from 3 of them. Beautiful. Absolutely love that. This might be my team to win right here. They got to be careful. Sampa and company moving towards the llama. That'll be nice for them. Extra ammo. That's about it. We've got Vanessa and their team, Kelsey, Parzo, and Drone. Up on the high ground, they do not have any porta forts. Vanessa, though, with that harpoon. Let's see if she can make any plays with it. Got to be careful, though, because you start to get towards the middle of this map. It's going to be a lot easier for players to find you out. Crocs and Glocks inside this house. They do have a porta fort. Their teammate, none. Plum, movement in a chug. Jace with that compact SMG, going to be nice. Paranoia going to take down Kitty. As we start to get closer, you'll start to see more and more players come through. Cause, I think, going to end up getting eliminated here. Team on the other side. They know they're behind the tree. Cause has to go back into zone to try to heal up. They do have 2 med kits. They are spotted out, though, by the other team. Harpoon coming through just to try to maybe get some damage off. Savage Mike will be the one to do it. Cause, unfortunately, did get a little bit lost there in the zone. So an Elam will come through. Again, reminder. Gotta be careful. The shots continue to rain through. Putting some down. Bewitching. Pretty low. Savage gonna get shields pop. This is rough. Luckily for them, they're at the dog pound and they do have these shields down below that they can go to. But that zone, look how far they're gonna have to rotate. They got a team just north of them as well. There are gonna be placement points and elim points awarded for each. I'll get more clarification on what exactly those are. We move over to the team just south of them. That's going to be Stay. That's going to be Tyrone, Chai, Crystal, and Noel. I like this movement from them. Got to be careful, though, as you make your way through here. Everybody's rotated through. You don't know where people are. You open the wrong door, and boom, that could be it. A legendary pump in the inventory of Stay. A legendary pistol with Chai, Crystal. Like to see that. Nut was actually able to get, it looks like, rebooted. They did end up getting eliminated. So Kay, Mountain Dew, and Ren able to make some movement happen there. They have a team behind them, though. They've got to be careful. That's going to be Katie, Hunter, Favorite, and Dojas, who's just barely outside of zone. If they can get into this corn, though, they'll be fine. Got a lot of cover in the corner as Dojas be just finding out. You got to be on the edge right there to be able to see it. But once you start shooting, everybody's going to see you and where those shots are coming from. So you got to be very careful. Just take a moment. I think they should be in here. If not, they're going to have to make a move, and Hunter's making the move. Oh, no, just out. That's not safe. Unfortunate for them. They're very, very close. Let's move up. It's going to be, of course, yes, this is K. And them deciding, you know what? It's okay. We're going to go ahead and rotate through. Let's move down. This is K-Mors, Bizzle, Amira, and Small Man, who I like the separation that they have. They've got two people inside the Port-a-Fort to try to get any angle on the players. And now they're rotating out, which is good. That zone's coming. 21 seconds. Again, this zone, no joke. With the lack of heals this season, you got to be very careful. Mike indeed was just a savage there. As a rotation comes through, I'm going to stay here with the Mira because they are flying into a lot of players. Port-a-Forts thrown everywhere. They're going to have to dive down between the two valleys, trying to make it to Bizzle's mark, but they're going to have to be very careful. Amira did take a lot of damage, but able to just skirt their way on in. K-Mors, unfortunately, going to lose a lot of HP there. We ended up somewhere else, not where I wanted to be, but hey, there we are. As you can see, we move on in. We move a little bit further. Small Man going to get bounced all the way up. 75 HP. Has to drop down. They're just going to have to sit here. They're above Storm Surge, so it doesn't really matter for them. They make it in. Shields are going to be rough. Hey, Hunter going to go down. Shots going to come through. Favorite T up for their team, trying to clutch it up. Shots will connect. Will get the elimination. On to the team pushing in with Doja Speedy, so they're able to take down Ruffles, Katie, Lance, but not without a lot of loss themselves. Chug Jug's being popped. They've got to get into zone. I don't know how much more they can take. Conan Eye's going to go down. Toxic Blonde going to go down. Melissa, unfortunate, going to go down. We make our move back over to Churko. They're going to have to make their way on through. Sampa going to be in a fight, I believe, was somewhere over to the southern side. Let's see if we can get in onto that. But unfortunately, I think they're going to all go down before we can. Sampa falling, Pops falling. Let's take our move over. Perseus going to go down. Jay is putting some damage on through an open door. Right in the center. Vanessa. Looks like they've just rifted into Retail Row. Savage Mike going to get an elimination. They find an elimination and they take all the extra loot. Lexan right on the other side. This is the team that just eliminated Sampa. I told you I liked that they were sitting in that little room, but they had to be careful. They don't really have a lot. So great movement from them. They were able to get the eliminations. Arigato, unfortunately, falling down. Lar on the other side. Some shockwaves coming through. They're chasing a team. They got one. Can they find more? Player running away. Player up on top. Shots coming through. Will connect. Blind Guy, unfortunately, going to go down. Bewitching and company going to be the one to do it. Savage Mike, 3 eliminations. Lar, 1. And a good position here for Bewitching. Move over to Crocs and Glocks as they're rotating through Spaghetti Grotto down below. They got to be careful. Again, this map not really designed for 0 builds. You've got to be careful. I remember back in the day, running out of builds over here was just rough. Absolutely rough. Not really a lot that you could do, and you're going to need mobility, which they do have. They have a lot of impulse grenades, and Jace have shockwaves, rather, and Jace having none. Does have a grapple. He does spot players down below. We'll go for shots. Is he going to connect on them? No. We'll hit a couple there. Locked in. Here's the whites. That player down. Nice elimination. That's favorite team. Decides, hey, we could go aggressive. Not worth it, though. That is a very hard hill to get back up. Oh, hold on. They knocked 2. 1 going for the res. Got to be careful. Grapple going to come out. Jace trying to get aggressive. Doesn't have that long range AR. Only has the scope. The elimination will come through from their teammates. Locking them up. Vanessa going to take down Maddie. Move over. Vanessa going to be one of the only ones up. Shockwaves came through or something. Someone challenging for high ground. You heard grapples, and unfortunately, with those coming through. You've got to be very careful. Portafort grabbed by Vanessa. That's going to be thrown, but no, it's going to expose them even more. Vanessa trying to cover them all up. Can't she find them? No! That Portafort, unfortunately, getting her teammates eliminated. It happens. It's very awkward to try to throw one on top of the other. It's almost impossible to line it up perfectly. And that's why the Portaforts are so hard to use, but so valuable. But it's okay. Vanessa is still up. Shots going to come through. That's going to be connecting shots onto Midnight. We'll take them down for eliminations. They still have their partner drone. Could still make it happen. Rotate's got to come in through. Got to be careful. Priceless. Welcome on in. 600 above Surge. We're going to move through as Monster. Down. Shot's going to come through for Sayas. We'll find them, and their teammate going to find them on the backside. We'll get the elimination. Monster going to be tried to pick up, but they got to be careful. Their wall sprayed out, and now they're going to lose Leilani. We'll go for the revive, but the spray going to come through as well. You just got to give it up. I think you're going to unfortunately have to let them go unless they can somehow crawl through multiple layers back here. But no, that's going to be it. Colossal going to take down Cam. Move over to Drone and Vanessa. They realize, hey, we've got to either make a move now onto this team or we're going to be stuck in zone. And they're trying to use those grapples. A lot of damage going to come through. Vanessa leading the charge. Drone going to get taken down. 23 HP is down. Vanessa made their way into zone, but falling down the hill. Doesn't have a lot of HP. They're found out. Players up above. Shots trying to hit them. They're not going to connect. Vanessa grappling for her life. Somehow living with 64 HP. Tyrone going to be the one to find him there. Tyrone for eliminations. Plum taking down Say as we keep moving through. Nut up above with Mountain Dew trying to spray down this port. A fort will find the disconnect. Full squad up there. Nice shots connecting. Flexen going to be taken down by Colazo. K has to rotate through. This is a very small circle for players with a lot of builds. It's going to get very chaotic, very quickly, very hectic, very fast. Everybody remember, the quiet moments we had earlier are now going to be gone. Maddie taking down one. Mountain Duga putting a lot of damage down. Shh. Almost a mistake coming through. Rin getting taken down pretty low outside. Portafort going to be thrown there by Nut. They'll be fine. They're just going to use this as cover. They don't really want to go all the way to the top. This is a team up above them. You got to be careful, though. You got to get in. Again, like I said, this map is not designed for zero builds. It's going to be a lot of hills and angles that you're not used to, and you're going to start falling down. Move over to Smallman, Bizzle, K-Mors. They did lose Amira, and I like that they're taking out a lot of the things so they don't actually go up. Noelle going to go down, trying to find all the action. Maddie and company just going to walk in. Smallman on the other side. They got to be careful. Colazo right there, just using it as cover. Shots going through. Bewitching going to go down. Jay's taking down a player as well. A lot of players getting eliminated here very quickly. Zone going to go off the mountain. They got to be careful. If they open this door, right on the other side are two players waiting to take them out. They don't open. They go to move. Colazo making the play. They do open. Nice. We'll get the elimination. Cutie going in. There's one. Are they going to be able to get two? They get two. The team to back them up. Beautiful eliminations coming through from Cutie, Maddie, Brandon, and Colazo. Beautiful plays coming through. We move through. Plumbry going down. Lots of eliminations. Secure with King Para as they have the high ground. They're going to use the grapple to go down. Grapples, I don't believe, have fall damage this time around, so we shall see how it rotates through. Portafort going to be thrown down. We'll give him some semblance of the high ground. Got to be careful. Easily going through. Portabunker. Portafort rather not going to be in their best of interest. Shots coming through. They go down. Smallman going to get taken down up above. Bizzle and K-Mors with the high ground. Shots coming through. K-Mors absolutely 9 that player. Bizzle going down 70 HP. K-Mors trying to get the damage back. I don't know if they did. Still gonna have to heal up. Doesn't have a lot of time. Portafort's being thrown. Grapples being thrown everywhere. Ruse, I believe it might be Vanessa and company. I'm not sure if they're still up. No, they did end up getting eliminated, but somebody using similar skins. K-Moore's up above, still has the high ground. All they have to do is look over the edge there, and they have an elimination. Pizzle back up to a decent amount of HP. Elimination comes through. Exactly what I was talking about. Lar gonna be the one to go down. Player up on the roof. K-Moore's has to be careful. They've been seen. They've been spotted. That player knows that there's there. Shot's going to come through. Tries to hit the shotgun shot wheel, but not going to put a lot of damage. Pistol sees them going for the shots. They're going aggressive. K-Moore's going to go down. Nice elimination there on to them. Bizzle trying to run, trying to hide, trying to find any sort of semblance there to get this game back into his favor, but I don't think he's going to be able to. He's getting pushed. Nice shots there. Hold on a minute. Bizzle might be making a play. Bouncing every which way. Doesn't have the shotgun reloaded. Needs to get to some semblance of safety. Can't do it. Not going to be able to do so. Nut up above or down below. K there. Who is up above? Trying to find him. It's going to be Maddie. It's going to be NYC. It's going to be Cutie Puppy. It's going to be Colosso. Trying to go for the fun play. The shockwave to the back. Oh, put them in. Down below. Shots coming through. Everybody just panicking. They don't know where Nut is. And Nut all alone with nobody there. Not going to be able to do it. Is a little confused at the end, but is doing great. Great eliminations coming through. It's going to be Maddie. It's going to be Colosso. It's going to be NYC. It's going to be Cutie Pumpkin with the victory royale for game number 1. Ooh, baby. 26 eliminations coming through. 22. Math was a little off. Oh, my. My, oh, my, man. I haven't casted that fast in a long time. In a long time. GG's. GG's. Welcome in high. How we doing? How we doing? Man, I'm a little rusty. I'm a little rusty. But it's coming back. It's coming back. GG. Well played. I can call you Jewel. Wonderful. 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 Welcome in, Jewel. Welcome in. Whew. What a game. What a game indeed. Don't you worry. That's only game number 1. We still got 4 more of those to go. Can you believe that? I can. I can. I can indeed. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Guys, I want to talk to you about that game. I'll talk to you that here in a moment. Let me just go ahead and make sure I get into the next game. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Welcome in. Welcome in. What a game. Whew. What a game indeed. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. By the way, if you're watching and I say one of your streamers or I say your name, your favorite streamers or your name wrong, please let me know. I'll fix it. Again, there's a lot of people that I have not met in the Fortnite scene. I've been out of it for just a little bit. But I always try to stay up to date. So again, if I'm saying your name wrong, please let me know. I will fix it. I'll try to correct it to the best of my ability. I got you. I got you. Let's take a look at the leaderboard though. I believe I'm gonna have to do something like where is this? I don't know where this is gonna show. Boom. Actually, I showed it in a really good spot. Let's take a little look. So let's zoom in here so you can get a nice little picture here. It's gonna be NYC, Cutie, Maddie, and Colosso with 22 eliminations in the victory royale, putting them at 77 points. Nut, Renactive, WK, and Duga 61 points, second place with 3 elims. And then we saw K-Moores try to pop off there with Bizzle at the end. Bizzle, I mean, that man. I mean, he still got it. He still got it. With a Huncho and Small Man, third place, 59 points. We'll do a nice scroll here so you can see where everybody is. Savage Mike showing up. 5 elims himself, or I think 4 or 5 elims himself, putting up in 5th place. Jathan Company in 4th. Ruby and Reddish, 6th place there, 49 points. Nice spread coming through. We'll go all the way down just so you can take a look and see. Again, we're going to try to keep these games moving, keep these games going. Again, if I misspeak, if I say your name wrong, or please let me know. Please, 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 I will correct it to the best of my ability. And of course, thanks for hanging out. Shout out to Peach for putting on this wondrous BOO-Mer tournament. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Game should be loading up here very soon. By the way, everybody listening, everybody watching, everybody during that last match, how did we feel about the audio? Was it too loud? That meaning the game audio. Did it need to be louder? How did we feel? Do we like it? Do we hate it? Should I change it? Should I lower it? Should I raise it? Let me know and I will adjust. Whew. Wow. Game number 1. Exciting, action-packed, crazy at the end there. Freaking Colosso and Maddie. I don't know their rotation. Where exactly. I mean, they came from the rig. So we'll keep our eyes on them. You are a funny one, Slap. You are a funny one. Funny, funny, funny. So I'm excited to see where they rotate to this time and how they change it up. As we saw, Porta Forts being very, very, very prioritized by players. But like we saw with Vanessa, unfortunately, sometimes when you throw the Porta Fort, it doesn't go where you want it to, right? That was always a problem with them in the past, especially if you jumped and threw it, it wasn't going to work. Like we saw that one player rotate, they try to jump and throw it, and it's not the same because it has those stilts that it's built on, right? So you got to be very careful when you're throwing it, otherwise it could cause chaos. Which, I mean, we love chaos, but I don't think the players love chaos. I think they want some nice, you know, predictability of it all. But who knows? Who knows? I know we're going to see more chaos this time around. Again, sorry if we're missing the early fights. Unfortunately, not able to see all of them as well as we wanted. But that is okay. We'll get it figured out. We'll make it work. We always do. We always do. But again, welcome on in. If you're new here, thank you for hanging out. My name's Clay. I've been around in Fortnite for so long. I played since day one. I casted a lot of Fortnite professionally through chapter 2 and 3, and then kind of took a step back, went into different games and stuff, but I've always casted for Peach. Always tried to give Peach some awesome casting fun. 27. I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer. Technically, I'm old enough to play in this. I mean, I am. So, who wants to play? Listen, we can cast and play. I got 2 PCs. I'll boot up on one, and you know, I won't look. And then I'll you know, we can make something happen. We can make it happen. Just kidding. Just kidding. There was a tournament though. I think I did cast and play. I can't remember which one it was, but it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. I think we're waiting on our last team here to load on up to get into the battle bus, and then we'll hop into game number 2. Reminder: there are only 5 games, 4 more to go. How are points accumulated? That is a great question. So points are accumulated through a victory royale and placement as well, and then through eliminations. Now, if you want to know the specifics, let me know. I got you. I got you. I will grab them for you here. I just have to pull them up on another screen here while we wait. While we wait. But what I will say is placement, 65 points for a victory royale. Each elimination is worth 1 point. Perfect. Thank you so much. I'll go ahead and show you here. Boom. It's going to look awkward. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. Let me go ahead and fix this for you, make it look beautiful. But this is your points breakdown. 1 point per elim, and then 65, 54, 56, 40, all the way down to top 23 where you get 5 points. As you can hear though, the battle bus is loaded up, so that means it is time for me to dip on out of here. To say goodbye. Well, this version of me, I will still be here as we take a look at Maddie and company as they make their way on in. Perfect. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. There you go. Take a look. This is our first place team landing at the rig. Now, I used to despise landing here back in the day because competitively, the loot is good, but the rotation out of it was always hard. Right? You had teams in Slurpee. You had always had a team here that was scrounging for stuff, and then you had a team Holly. So I'm excited to see a team do well out of here, using these phone boosts to disguise themselves so they don't have to fight. Very smart plays all around. Dude looking good. Ooh. And honestly, I haven't seen the new TNT Tina, but getting the vault access here is going to be crucial. Obviously not able, oh, Savage Mike gonna go down. Not able to actually use TNT Tina and the boom bow, but you know, still good to get the loot from them. If you want to see the leaderboard, please do exclamation point leaderboard. I'm going to go. Oh, actually, we ended up hopping on board with him. I didn't even notice. Pearson going to be the one to take down Savage Mike early on. Elim came through. You got to be careful here at Sweaty. I always say that. You never know where players are. And now, with it being a 4v2, this could be a sign for this team to push and get aggressive if they wanted to. Trying to find that third player. You can see that they know somebody else is there. Let's move over. It's going to be Bewitching. It's going to be Lar. It's going to be Ulasoka. We're still up. Lar and Bewitching together. Ulasoka very far away, off on the islands. Those coral islands up north. Honestly, some of the most beautiful ones Fortnite has made. I love landing up there. Rotating through there was always nice. Got to be careful though. They're getting spotted out. That's a 4v2. That's going to be not a fun situation. They don't have rotations. They don't have grapples. They don't have shockwaves. They got to be careful. No impulses, rather. This is going to be awkward. They've got to make their way through. They'll get to the edge and they'll be able to swim, but how much HP will they have out of it? Bewitching, trying to dive, trying to dodge their way on out. Shots going through. Shields will be broken. Will this team continue to get arrested? Bewitching going to lose a lot of HP. Lar going to go down. Bewitching is trying to find some cover. Will find some. We'll get that overshield back. But now they got to be careful. They're going to have to keep running. Keep swimming. Ulasoka just living. Says, you know what? I'm going to try to get as much loot as I can. Maybe play the long game. Bewitching trying to just get away. 70 HP. Again, they do have the overshield. Overshield's now broken. 4 HP and they're down. That is an unfortunate moment for them. That's such a good game one and now just falling off. But that's okay. Ulasoka's still in the game. Hey, I've seen a solos do crazier things. Moving over to Bizzle. Small man. Already look at this loot from them. They have shields, portaforts, movement, chug jug. Like, I'm sorry, but Frenzy, this is amazing. Let's take a look and see if we can find another one of those. Elam's aim going to be in a fight as we move over. Going to be eliminated once again. They are just too spread out from their team. Ooh, some shots being put down onto Gwinky. They got to be careful. They're in a bad spot. Wide out in the open. Will lose all their shields. They're fighting two teams at once. Have to be careful about that. Now let's take a look over here. Who's this team? Stay, Tri-Crystal, Tyrone, and Noel. Going to be spotted out by this team. Stay trying to put some shots. Grapple going to be used to rotate quickly to try to get over and get some high ground, but that team already rotated back to the big house. Nice shots from Stay. Got to be careful though. Look, there's another team. Ooh, good shot. Stay cracking the shield. Almost getting the knock onto King Daisley. Gotta be careful. They only have the pistol. They came back with shields being thrown, medkits being consumed. Look at this. They're getting surrounded. You've got to be careful. Got to be careful here. This is going to be a really big point of contention. Let's take a look and see how Sweaty's going. It seems like the way we've expected is Monster, Sayez, Leilani, and Flexen make their way through. Cherko going to take down Perseus. This is just southeast of Frenzy Farm. We know Bizzle and company are here. They're just checking bushes, making sure nobody's sitting in them. Very smart. Move over to Favorite, Doja, and Hey Hunter as they are up in my all-time favorite spot in this chapter, Craggy Cliffs. And the reason being is very simple. There is just a lot of harpoons there. And we all know I'm a Harpoon fan. As we make our way through towards Pleasant Park, we see Roughless, Plants, Exoff, and Toxic Blonde. This time inside zone. They're not going to have to worry about running through zone to get to it. Will be a much better set of games for them. Ulasoka, again, remember, the solo for Bewitching and company. They have to be careful, though. You see, they're being hunted. Pearson and company know that there's a solo on the loose. They're trying to find him, but you got to be careful, though. Toxic Blonde Exoff aren't going to let you just come up into Pleasant Park all by yourself when your team is down here. Look how far spread out they are on the opposite side. Down, they could pinch him as Ulasoka is going to go down. Exoff going to be the one to do it. Hold on, we're seeing some action here in the feed. Let me take a look over here. Looks like NYC is going to get picked back up, but elimination is going to come through for Collazo and company. I told you have to be careful over here at Weeping Woods and with the rotations, and they were able to find it. Bandage Bazooka might be clutch here for the zone, but they've got a lot of med kits, so they're good. They've got a lot of floppers. Rotation should be fine. They just have to be careful with players waiting on the other side. Moving over to Vanessa, Parzo, Kelsey, and Drone. They have the high ground. They're just waiting to see where zone goes. Let's take a look, and we see where zone goes. More towards the north. Ooh, I'm feeling a Steamy Stacks finish, y'all. Now, listen. I was always a fan of a Steamy Stacks finish because it got chaotic even in build. And now you can't build, so it gets even more chaotic. Take a look at Cam, Smacko, Cayena, and Bell. Just in front of Vanessa and company. They've got to be careful. They've got high ground. I think they're using this rift that was nearby to scout out, to see where other players are. I don't think they want players coming in and getting free rotations next to them. And honestly, very smart play. I like it. They're trying to find any sort of information that they can. And it's honestly 10 out of 10. I like it. Let's move over to Ruby plays ready-ish. Bloom and a 2. Grapple in hand, grapple in hand, grapple in hand, and grapple. Only though. Oh, okay. No, I saw a couple more. They've got 5 Portaforts on their side. They're in the middle of Frenzy Farm. They're going to get surrounded, though. They've got to be careful about this. All right, you've got to be careful because as this starts to pull, I'm going to assume more to the north. Players are going to start to surround you, and you've really got to worry about getting out of here because it's very flat, right? You see all of the hills on either side. They're going to have a lot of angles. I'm sure they're well aware. As we take a moment to breathe, I want to say thank you so much for everybody hanging out. Shout out to the Peach Cobbler for putting on this $5,000 BOO-Mer tournament. As this team in front of us, Tricrystal, is rotating, they are going to get tagged up on their rotation. Leilani is going to go down. Jay's going to be one to do it. Let's see if we can find out where that is happening. We take a look if we can move over. Like I said, Frenzy Farm, you got to be careful about where you are. Monster, too far away. Lexon, too far away. Sayas, too far away. The interrogation coming through. They're going to find out where their teammates are. I missed the interrogation. I'm so glad it's back for this season. Move over. We have Collazo and company fighting in the zone. We'll find Arigato. Shot's going to connect. That's going to be 1. Portafort going to be thrown. 2 players up. Got to be careful. They're out in the open. Player trying to peek. Nice shots there from Maddie and Collazo. The spray going to expose them just a little bit. They're going to go multiple different directions. They're scattering. Another Portafort being thrown. It was just great from them. Deny any resources you can. If you know you're going to go down, try to make sure that the other team doesn't get it. Conan is going to be eliminated. Paranoia going to go down. Collazo, Maddie, Ama, and NYC getting 6-7 eliminations. They're playing in the zone. This could be how they got that 22. Confidence is key. Look at the inventory. Bandage bazooka with Palazzo. Like I said, it might be key. And it looks like it's coming out and showing up. I like the rotation here. Palazzo not going to be able to get up, though. Yeah, not going to be able to do so. Have to rotate into zone. Zone, again, like I said, it's pulling to the north. Let's take a look over here. It's going to be Harmony. It's going to be Casey. They're trying to make their way on through. Pop. Hey, Pop's living their best life in zone, and I support it. Casey trying to make their way on through. Harmony trying to make their way to zone. Get those placement points. I'm here for it. Move over to Small Man. Bizzle, Amira, and Freak. Hey, Moors. As they rotate their way on through. Take a look at where everybody is. That we can see. So obviously a lot of players still on the outside edge here. Oh, shots coming through. A knock going to come through. Let's see if we can hop over there. Nice connections onto them. Clutch shot. Going to try to put some damage back down onto this teammate making a big mistake. A lot of damage connecting for clutch shot, but they had to be careful. Their teammate was down. Maddie, Twinkies, and Wubbable. All pretty low. Clutch shot has HP, but this is hard. Like I said, in this map, there's a lot of just mountains. And in zero build, if you don't have things to go up the mountain, you're not going to make it. So they do have impulses. That's about it. No grapples, no porta bunkers, not really a lot of shields to work with. This is going to be rough. Elim going to come down onto Bellum. Just Kitten and company. They're making their way on through. Risky. As we take a look. Oh, hold on. Plaza and company might be getting aggressive. Spotted the team. Deciding to go away from it. They don't have a lot of HP. So they're making their way through Frenzy Farms. Got to be careful, though. There's a team rotating in. What they don't know is that's the team with just all the heals. Bandages, medkits all being found. Beautiful rotation and beautiful find for our first place team. Let's move over to Vanessa, Kelsey, Parzo, and Drone. They got a player down below them. That player going for another rift. Not going to be able to find him. That was the thing with Chapter 2. Is people would rift a lot. I think this was the first chapter we saw people really like learning how to get away from other players. Let's move over to Dirty Docks as we got Cam going for a reboot in zone. I like this. I like this a lot. I'm a big fan of always going for the reboot. Comes through. They're on the good side of zone as well. Let's take a look over. So it was K, Nut, Duga, and Rin. We're taking their shots. Sampa gonna get a knock there onto Harmony. That's that team that was running in from zone with very, very little. Let's see if we can make our way through. Try to find them. Smacko, like I said, is getting res. Casey gonna go down. Harmony gonna go down. I believe they just have Dog in the zone all the way back in Weeping Woods. Trying to find players as Ruby plays and company gonna get a knock. That's gonna be Plum going down. Bloom gonna be the one to do it. Another knock coming through as well. Bloom getting 2. The 2 getting a little bit too aggressive though. Their teammates putting some damage back down. They have a lot of heals. They should be fine. That supply drop as well will be good. Shields being thrown up. Bloom gonna be the one to do it. A lot of heals. A lot of extra loot as well. Look at the more porta forts they'll have, the better. More plants gonna get a knock. Let's take a look over here. Let's rotate from Palazzo and company. They're playing far in zone on a rift, so they'll be fine. And they still have that bazooka. Mountain Duga gonna get a knock. Kelsey and company, they're chilling. They're vibing. Let's see. Guys, I'm just saying, I still got that prediction in me. Reddish gonna get an elimination there. Actually, just a knock. Miss Mary gonna get sprayed down. You got to be careful. Everybody's found where you are. Scriberry gonna go down. Grapple's coming through. Miss Mary trying to save their teammate, but unfortunately just gonna go down. Eggs off gonna be the one to do it. Grapple came through. Immediate collapse onto them, and when you're in between everybody spraying at you in the lobby, you've got to be careful. A lot of action gonna happen over here. Let's move over. We've got players up above them, and the elimination gonna come through. Amy gonna go down. Just Kitten trying to go up. Will get some shotgun damage onto this team. Noelle gonna go down. Unfortunately, Mitch goes down as well. Lost gonna be the only one up. Kitten goes down. Pause now. Try to just clutch up for their team. One player down. It's going to be a 1v4 here in a moment. Cause does have 2 medkits though, so they could be good. But this team in green is going to keep the blue team out, so you have to be careful if you're them. Cause goes just to make sure that they stay up. I want to hop on board here with Noelle and company. They're going to find a lot of apples as they make their way on through, but the team above them actually isn't holding as well as they could. Noelle does have those shockwaves they could use, and so they go for him. Stay here real quick. Oh, they're impulse. I was right. I was right. I kept saying impulse, and I kept correcting myself. Those are impulses. They make their way in. I knew it. I knew I was right. Harpoon in hand. Love to see it. Shots come through. Let's take a look. See who's down. Gonna be Monster and Company, who unfortunately not able to make it all the way through. Zone gonna be the one to take down one of them. Vlexen, the only one up. What team just on the other side? Will find solace in this mountain, but as I say that, they get sprayed down. Bloom gonna be the one to do it, and a great game for Bloom. 5 eliminations coming through. That suppressed AR showing why it was very prominent back in the day. And look, I told y'all we were going to get a steamy stack finish, and I'm going to see who's on top of the stacks. It's going to be Maddie. It's going to be Clutch Shot, Rotten Twinkies, and Wubbable. I love to see it. I love to see it. Clutch has got to be careful, though, because if he accidentally takes off while flying, that will stop the medkit. So able to get the medkit up. Nice shots from Rotten Twinkies and Company. No, they've got to be careful because they don't really have a lot of protection, and this is not in. Shots come through. Let's move over. Bizzle and Company going to take down Pearson. Nice shots there from Bizzle. They do have a knock on the other side, trying to find the other player. Smallman will finish one off. Smallman getting another one. Going to upgrade that shotgun as well. That's going to be Lolly and Kia. They make their way in through. Amira going to be without shields. They had the overshield. K-Moore's makes their way on through. No shield on this team. Smallman making their way in. No. Tyrone gonna go down. Shots coming through. They're just gonna have to go and try to fly their way on in as we move through. I want to stick on board here with them because they had such an awesome play. The impulse not gonna work. Port gonna be thrown. They're gonna find a spot to hold for now. Again, this is going to get chaotic very, very quickly. Ruby Play is going to get some shots onto like 19 players. I'm not even kidding. As Toxic Blonde going to go down. Unfortunate there for them. Hey, Hunter falling. Ruby Plays. Like I said, I meant what I said, like literally 19 players. And again, we're going to go over the stacks, guys. We're going to go on top of steamy stacks. Absolutely going to be chaotic as Ruby Plays and Company continue to put down more damage. Botted, Cozy, Sampa, and Melissa gonna have some semblance of high ground. They've got to be careful. They know that there's a team up there. Katie gonna go down. Rotten Twinkies and Company's up above. I want to see how this team moves. What a bunker. What a fort rather gonna be thrown down. Maddie and Company gonna see everybody. I just want to stick down with teams below. Tyrone. Looks like a grappler was used by Stay to try to make their way through. Team on the other side, they do have a legendary pump. They've got to be careful. Door going to be open. Stay has to try to go for a right hand peek. Is not going to go for it. Is going to take all the damage. 5 HP. That's going to be Sampa taking all of their team down. Noelle will fall. Crystal somehow up. Stay is now going to fly and sit and fly. They will, but they got a team up above. Got to be careful. They're just trying to fly for any sort of extra placement that they can grab, able to make it in, back up into. We'll find a player on the other side. Is going to get the shield cracked. That player going to be weak. Might get the elimination. No, not going to be able to do so. I don't know how State is alive right now. They must be singing the song to themselves, hoping and praying. They have the harpoon out, grabbing the bandages, trying to heal on up. Team right below them. Team up above going to have to move. Stay. Shotgun out. Does have the legendary. Can go for the one pump. There's more bandages to their left. Don't see him. They get sprayed out. It's going to be Collazo taking him down. Collazo and company. We may just stick here for a moment. Look at the inventory. Looks way different than everybody else we're seeing. Trying to make their way. Maybe. See if there's anybody up above. There is. They're getting shot at. Renactive. Going to go down. Chaos coming through. Everybody going to start flying. Mountain Duga. Getting taken down. Collazo and company now moving. Not going to fly. They're going to rotate on foot, and I like that. While everybody's up in the air, nobody's going to be looking down. Ama right in front. Spotted. Going to go down. Let's take a move. Let's keep seeing the two. Trying to find players down below. Finds an entire squad. And will go down. Bloom. 5 eliminations. But will not find any more. They go down. Reddish. Trying to find Small Man on the other side. Will not find them. And just ends up getting eliminated. Now it's up to Ruby Plays to try to carry for the squad. So many people going down. Melissa going down. Small Man popping off. Wubbable. Elimination on to Sample. He's going to be able to maybe get the revive. No. Player up above is going to find him. Maddie eliminated now. All up to Clutch Shot. Trying to find any hiding spot that they can. 9 HP and a dream. Team all in front of him. Grapples going off. Clutch Shot somehow still alive. Can't let zone touch him. That's a shotgun shot going to connect. It'll take some of the overshield off, but nothing more than just that. Smallman and company still all up. Amira right there with them. K-Moore's right there with them. Bizzle there with them. Harzo and company, they have the high ground. Collazo, Maddie, Ama all going to go down on the rotation. I want to see what Clutch Shot does. They're the only solo remaining. It's going to be a 3v1. Clutch Shot trying to just get any points they can. Will all down to Parzo. The small men trying to make their way up. Ice shots will connect onto them from their teammates. Grapple's going to come through. Smallman just trying to find something. Everybody's flying. It's going back over the stacks. Trying to make their way up. Where's Bizzle? Bizzle missing the grapple. Amira all the way up. Will get one. That's going to be Parzo. Bizzle going to be the one to do it. Haymore's up above. Will drop one off the grapple. Bizzle trying to find somebody on the side of the stacks. Up above they go. Smallman still up. Amira will fall. Kmore's there. Bizzle fighting in the air. I'm not sure how he's still able to do it. They're able to pick up the elimination. It's going to be Vanessa going down. Beautiful shots there at the end. Smallman, Kmore's, and Bizzle pick up the victory royale. Lots of elims as well, sitting on 11 there. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What a game. I'm telling y'all, steamy, see, the stacks finishes, steamy stacks finishes are, they're incredible. I'm telling you, they are so fun to watch, so chaotic. Let me take a sip of water. Well, I hope all of y'all do as well. Remember, stay hydrated, okay? Please. Please, 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 please do. And again, leaderboard will be updated here in a short moment. We will take a look at it. Again, welcome on in if you're new here. Hey, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. My name is Clay. Nice to see all of y'all out here supporting this wonderful tournament put on by the Peach Cobbler. Again, it is the BOO-Mer tournament for $5,000. Whew, baby. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. It should be updated now. Should be updated as well. Yes, it is. Okay. Take a look. See here for y'all. As you can see, a lot tighter of a race now. For first place, still only holding on by 1 point after that victory royale. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Kmore's and company getting up into second place. Vanessa, Kelsey, Rafi, and Parzik moving into third. It's a lot of difference there. But again, with the victory royale being worth 65 points, you know, it is going to be anybody's game right now. Anybody's game. Hold on. Make sure I get into this game. Make sure I get in. Boom, boom, boom. What a game. I'm telling y'all, Steamy Stacks, one of my favorite finishes in that map. Just because it's so chaotic. Even when you could build, it was just chaos. Because all the builds were breaking. People were trying to build off the side of the stacks. Nobody knew what to do. I mean, you saw Bizzle trying to grapple, shoot somebody on the side of the stacks. Insane gameplay. Absolutely insane. But honestly, every time Peach hosts a tournament, that's how it is. It's just great gameplay, great fun all around. You know, great gameplay, great fun all around. Let me just sit up a little bit more in my chair. Sorry for party rocking. Hope everyone's having a great day. I am. That was game number 2. We got 3 more games to go. Who y'all want to win? Who are y'all rooting for? Let me know. Because I'm seeing some pretty good gameplay here today. I'm seeing some really good gameplay, in fact. And I'm kind of jealous. Because I can't play that well. I can't. And that's not fair. I'm kidding. I'm getting old. I'm a boomer. Maybe I should actually be playing. Thank you, by the way. If you're following the channel, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I turned alerts off so we could, you know, not have them all chiming in and out of the matches and stuff. But thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out, by the way. Appreciate everybody. Again, reminder, this was put on by Peach. If you don't, for some reason, know who Peach is, that's a link to their channel. Go check them out. They're absolutely phenomenal. I'm telling you right now. Absolutely phenomenal. Wow, man, that game. It's chaotic at the end. I'm telling y'all. It's like, it's more chaos than I've seen in a long time. And I think it's because these pumps are doing one shots. And so you'll have players trying to make plays and then immediately getting pumped in the face, and they don't have a lot of shield because there's not a lot of shield this season. So you already don't have the shield to try to withstand the pumps. So it's rough. It's rough out there. But don't you worry. These players are great. If they're at the bottom of the leaderboard, I'm sure they'll find a way to adapt. I'm sure they will. And I'm excited to see who wins game number 3. We've got a different winner each time. So it could be the same. It could be different. Just waiting on our last team, by the way, to load up into the battle bus. And we will be boarding ourselves. I believe we should be in there soon. And you won't have to look at me any longer. Even though, you know, I do look amazing. I know you're really here for the Fortnite. But again, thanks to Peach for having me host this. I very much appreciate it. It is always very fun. Always ran very smoothly. Shout out to everybody in the back end that is running it. It's being run very well, very smoothly. Make sure if you are watching and lurking, you thank the people that are running it. Because let me tell you, they're doing a great job. They always make it super easy and super fun. That being said, as you heard, the game is started. The game is underway. Players are on the battle bus as you hear them getting ready, warming up, spraying everybody down. Let's take a look if I can see if I can find our winners from that last game. Let's see. There we go. We'll hop on board there with them once they hop out of the battle bus. This will be game number 3. That means 2 more games to go after this, so I hope y'all are ready. And let's hop into it. Let's get into the game. Take a moment. To just take a nice big sip of water and see how it's going for them again. They're landing at Frenzy Farms, and as we've seen Frenzy Farms be a very high drop spot for a lot of loot. But oh, hold on, they're actually gonna be able to grab a Risky as well. I think that team landing elsewhere. So let's take a look and see. This is gonna be NYC, Palazzo, Maddie, and Amma landing at the rig again. And oh, hold on, we got shots happening. Roughless and company getting landed on X-Off, gonna go down. This is gonna be Renactive. Okay, changing up where they're landing. See if anything else happens. Over here in Pleasant Park, and I don't think they were expecting the swap, the drop spot swap. You gotta always be ready for the drop spot swap. Oh, and hold on, they're getting aggressive. Toxic Blonde gonna have some shots put back onto them. Is gonna try to find some way to run. More Plants has got the chug jug out. Is trying to hide. Toxic Blonde's got to get over that little bit of the hill. They will. Portafort gonna be thrown down. That's gonna be the enemy team pushing him. Nice shots from Toxic Blonde. Player right on the other side though. Has to try to get that high ground and try to keep them off. Players underneath. Gonna go for the shots with the pistol as they enter. Will crack the shields of 1. Not gonna be able to do much more than that. Great plays from Toxic Blonde to try to stay alive. We're gonna go for the interrogation. That means More Plants is gonna be found out. You've got to be careful. Now is them. They've got to try to get to the water and swim away. Swim for your life. $80 players remaining. More Plants. Shots coming through. Olusoka is going to go down. We can hop over there with them. It's going to be a Sweaty Sands fight once again. Savage Mike trying to put some damage back down. Will do so. It has to impulse their way away. Lar going to be the only one left remaining inside. Sweaty Sands and not going to have any of them down. Shotgun in the inventory. Could go for a shotgun harpoon swap. There's no way the players didn't see him there. Lar escaping with such luck. Absolutely no way they haven't seen him. Lar trying to hide. Look at this discipline. Oh, no way. Lar just waiting. Lar emoting. I don't know if they meant to emote or what, but unfortunately, they get eliminated. Pearson and Lolly going down and getting those eliminations. Let's move over, see how players are playing. Cause, Kitten, I'm Amy, and Mitch on the south side on the zone. They're going to have to be careful. Monster, Leilani, Sayaz, and Flexen inside retail road. They're fine. Keep moving. Go over to Tyrone and company. No early elims for them, but they like to get them through their rotation. Let's take a moment and breathe and remind you, everybody, that thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Shout out to Peach again for putting on these awesome and amazing tournaments. It feels like month after month there's a Peach tournament, so make sure y'all show them some love and hype next time you're in their chat as we take a moment to see where everybody is. Let's keep going through. Let's see how players are playing this. Of course, Kitten and Company, where they're gonna have low HP, we're not too worried about that. They're playing zone. Keep moving through. Oh, we're going the wrong way now. Sorry, sometimes, you know, I'm old. Hit the wrong buttons. Y'all, we know how that feels, y'all. Move over to IKEA, Lolly, Pearson, and them. Again, they're in Sweaty. They've got that held down. Weeping Woods, AIM, Gwinky, and Churko. Gonna have one less player, unfortunately. But that's okay. They can come back. I've seen trios win in a squad's world. I've seen it happen. I've seen the solos win. So, just got to keep going. I'm excited to see what they do, though. This is the team that I think as well earlier was shooting bushes to make sure that they were good. The zone's gonna start moving here. As we take a look, only 76 players remain. I say only, like, that's not almost the entire lobby. Take a look, it's going to be Conanized and Company in front of them. I want to hop on with them, see if they're going to get aggressive onto this team above them. Not looks like it. It does not look like it, rather. Conanized is going to make the rift in time. Almost in it. In fact, they do hate bushes. They do. Let's move over. Noel and Company. They're making an early rotation. Remind you, they were at Slurpee. They're all the way into center zone now. Might get aggressive onto a team. I do have the loadouts to be able to do it. Just trying to get some shots down. Remember, Surge in that first game was rough. I'm unsure if it activated, though. Let's move over to our first place team by a point. We've got Colosso, we've got Maddie, we've got NYC, and we've got Beauty Pumpkin. Lots of mobility in the loadout, lots of heals. They have the Banner's Bazooka as well. Problem for them is zone's going to keep moving, and they've got to be careful. They've got to be careful. They've got that campfire, though. Let's move along. Keep our eyes peeled for anybody else. Pearson and Company. Looks like they may have found somebody. More plants. Just hanging out. Vibing. Enjoying. Like I said, enjoying the solo life. Move over. Let's see Drone, Vanessa, Kelsey, and Parzo. We got a team down below. Too early to start pushing. Look at this loadout, though. Oh. Oh, my God. Love to see it. But what I don't love to see is that they only have one Portafort in their inventory. And hold on. We might have some action happening here right below. That's going to be Jason Company on the other side. There's a team in a bush. Plum knows that. Player going aggressive onto him. Shot's going to go through. A bait. May have happened. They're going to get aggressive. Jace up above. Rift going to be taken by that other team. They decided absolutely the heck not. Let's get away from that. That's going to be Sayas, Monster, Flexen, and Lilani. They said no. I do not want to be eliminated. No, thank you. They're flying through. They got to be careful, though. Leilani's a little bit further back behind them. They don't want to get caught off guard. I'm going to go over here. This is going to be I was assuming it was going to be Bizzle and Company, but I'm sure they moved just a little bit. There's going to be Bloom, Ruby, Reddish, and a 2. We're going to call them Nick. They're in a good spot. Honestly, though, if I'm down... Oh. See, they only have one port of fort. They're in a great spot if this was builds. Right, but with it being 0 builds, there's not a lot of natural cover as they're finding here. Right? They've got to be really careful with where they are, because as you see, the team right in front of them to the northwest is going to have shots. The team inside Frenzy is going to have shots. They've got to worry about that. Looks like Dismay, Conanize, Arigato, and Paranoia are making their way in. They need to find a spot and be careful, because they've got to know that there's going to be a team already rotating in. I like this from Conan. He says, let's go ahead and get in the corn. It's very safe. You don't have to worry about people seeing you. They won't see you unless they run right up on you. Nice bush checking from Paranoia, but no one here sticking true to their name, though. And I like it. Smallman, Bizzle, Amira, and K-Morse have decided to move all the way over underneath the bridge. Zone gonna... I don't know what's happening in the background. But Zone gonna go almost exactly where it was. Like to see that. Let's move over to Pearson and Company. They've got a team on the other side and they know it. The Rift gonna come through. Gonna make it hard for them to really hold anybody out. And that's a lot of this chapter. That was the sentiment, right? You could hold people out, but they would immediately then rift. So you have to be very careful about that and trying to like bank a lot on holding people and getting their loot, because there's rifts everywhere in this map. I mean, I can't even count how many rifts there are. Again, we're trying to rotate through, see everybody that we can. Again, if you're new here, welcome on in. Thanks for joining us in the Peach Cobbler's BOO-Mer tournament. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for hanging out. It's $5,000 on the line for all of these teams, and they want to be in the top. If you want to see the leaderboard, make sure you do exclamation LB in the chat. It'll get you the leaderboard. If you're brand new here, my name's Clay. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Top 7 teams will get prize money. Currently, top 7 is separated by 60-odd points, which a victory out is worth 65. So it's anybody's game right now. Brand new, welcome on in. Craggy Cliff's going to be Colazo, NYC, and Maddie's home for now. They take a lot of damage from the zone, making their way on up here, but a great position for them for now. What they have to be careful about is if the zone goes towards this hill again, they have a really hard time rotating out. And that's why they're on this side of Craggy, because it's already on a natural incline, right? There's some great shots being put down there from them. Nice crack from Maddie onto a player. Let's see who that team is. That's going to be K, Renactive, Nut, and Duga. Going to be our 5th place team here, going up against our 1st place team in the long range battle. They're losing a lot. They're losing a lot, and for me, this is not worth it. I know that they're trying to trade damage in case Storm Surge comes through, trying to put some damage down, but they don't have the heals to do this, right? They have one Chug Chug that is almost going to have to be used. They had 3 minis, now 1. So what? 2 Chug Chugs, a mini, and 2 big shields. Unfortunate. Not going to be a lot to work with. Let's move over to Pleasant Park, though, where we might have a standoff and some action happen here as the zone starts to close. That team just going to be barely in, so this might be some action that's brewing. Put it on the stove for a little bit, let it heat up. And Strawberry is trying to get that into hyperdrive. Stoke that fire a little bit more. This is a gas stove. He just turned it up a little bit. He's hearing that click, 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 click. You know. Don't know what I'm talking about. As Miz is going to find players up above. Honestly, could throw an impulse over there. Try to get crazy with it. But they've got to be careful, though. They've got teams behind them, preventing them from rotating in. This team up above is probably going to make a play at the same time. I want to see who this team is. Let's move over. It's going to be Pearson and Company. And oh, they don't have rotation except for 1, 2 items there. And oh, King Daisy and company, they don't want to smoke. They said, you know what, we're gonna focus on our rotations, and that is so valid. And I support them in their journey. Shot's gonna come through. Ooh, we went somewhere else, but hey, we're moving back over to them. 192 damage above. Captain or Bushdad is gonna go down. I'm not sure what we just saw there. We'll move on over. Vanessa, Parzo, Kelsey, and Drone above Surge. As they make their way on through, we'll see a lot of where players are. I want to move over to Conanize and them. They may be just above Surge. They are. Mitch going to go down. Pop going to fall. I like that they're getting rid of all but one of these bouncers, these tires. Blind guy, unfortunately, going to fall. Kayana and company have a hard rotate in front of them as they have an entire team up above. But they may just chill here for now. A shot's going to be put their direction from that porta fort. They've got a lot of natural cover, so they should be fine. Conanize and company, like I said, they're going to be set up in these porta forts. They've got a couple more in their inventory. They've got some movement to come through. Zone. Oh, it's going to pull 2 Craggy. Let's move over to Botted and company as Sampa. Stuck outside zone with him. Is putting damage back down, but it's not really going to be enough, it seems like. That team just going to hold him. And they don't have mobility. They don't have a way to separate themselves from this team. Going back for more med kits. This team just going to hold them right there. Sampa going back for big shields. Does have floppers. Grapples coming through. Sampa going to call it out. Tries to go back. But where are they going to go? Shot's going to come through. 50. 8 shield left. His team up above. Sampa stuck in a really bad spot. Didn't make the play to go and disengage, and will fall. Botted going to be the only one up for them. They have a med kit. They're popping it now, but they're going to have to get in the zone. It's going to be Wubbable. And look, all of a sudden, Wubbable and company turn it back onto this team that was pushing him. Rotten Twinkies, Maddie, Clutch. Playing really well. Grapple, grapple, grapple is all you hear. Clutch, Elim came through. That shotgun from the grapple is just kind of an iconic play. Zone moving. And they've got to make their way through. Medkits are there. Inventory looking great. Rotten Twinkies a little bit separated, though. Is going to find an entire team just on the other side of him. Has to be careful to lose not a lot of HP, and will make it through. Mountain Juga going to go down. Nut going to go down to Maddie. Maddie and F. A different person, in case anybody was wondering. As King Para trying to make their way on through. Porta Fort going to be thrown down. We'll cover them for now, and honestly, a beautiful usage of the Porta Fort. Make our way over to Ruby Plays. Nick, Reddish, Bloom. Have to be careful. Player right on the other side. Porta Fort going to be thrown down. Everybody inside Craggy now has to move out. Everybody on the mountain now has to move out. Honestly, Daisy, Mary, and company have the best spot where they're getting sprayed at by our first place team. Maddie and F, Clutch Shot, Twinkies, all going to go down. Vanessa and company going to be the ones to do it. Let's move over here, see what's happening with Katie. See if Hunter can maybe clutch up. He's got to go away. Has to play as a solo. Does have the bandage bazooka. Will be able to heal back up, but not really much more than that. Crocs and Glocks, 50 HP. I'd get in the inventory. Botted. Able to make their way into zone for now, but what more can they do? What more do they have in them? With what little they have in the inventory. Reddish going to be inside zone. Let's take a little look and zoom in and see where everybody is. This is going to be rough. We've got solo, solo, solo. Everybody else seems to be an entire full squad. I'm going to stick over here and see how these players are going to rotate on in. Grapple's going to be used. Shot's going to go through. This is great, but as soon as they turn back on you, there's not really a lot you can do. Smacko going to go down to Tri-Crystal. Porta Fort in the hand of Tyrone. He's going to have to throw it to provide some sort of cover. Noel going to go down. Maybe able to go for the quick revive. If they're all inside, they do. Revive will come through. Smacko going to get eliminated. It's going to be Bizzle, the one that sprays them down. They got to get up and go. Bizzle will not let them stay there for that long, and exactly what happened. They are on the rotation. The zone company holding out, hitting on the other side. Okay, Bizzle and them already made their way through. Hunter, unfortunately, going to go down, try to make the play as a solo, but not much they can do. Kitten and their team are pushing Tyrone. Crystal trying to put some damage down. Fortunately, is not going to go down. I thought they were going to go, but no. Able to clutch it on up. Their teammates right there with them, but Zone, they've got to go. Zone pushing and players spraying. A really unfortunate combo there for them. Somehow stay able to make it in. This team resilient. A Zone's gonna pull towards them. King Daisley gonna go down. Let's take a look and see. Kia, Lolly, Pearson, and Cal are making an early rotation into a player's base, trying to get the eliminations. They will grab one. Is gonna go straight for the finish. Is gonna grab a pump and an upgrade. Lolly up above, trying to find them, and we're inactive. Unfortunately, gonna go down. Good, quick eliminations there for them, putting them at a lot there on this game. 9 teams remaining. K-Moors, Smallman, Bizzle, and Amira, our second place team, still in the game with our first place team. Shotgun shot's gonna go through. They're getting aggressive. K-Moor's gonna go down. Smallman up above, doesn't have any HP, is gonna go down. Bizzle, the last one remaining, the last hope for second place for this game. 9 HP energy, and we saw him have about this much last time. Portafort is gonna be thrown down. We'll have time to regenerate that overshield and pop some of this big shield. The shot's gonna come through. That's gonna be Bizzle going down. Stay gonna be the one to take him down. Second place is out. First place is right here on the other side. They're trying to take down the team that just took down second place. Shotgun shots going through. Portafort's in the inventory. NYC up above. We're gonna stick here. They may clutch up big. Medkits being popped. Maddie trying to find some shots. Botted, able to get a 7th, maybe 8th place there as a solo. Slides coming through. Cutie trying to get back up. Colazzo trying to make sure he makes it into the water. Ooh. Almost didn't do it. Maddie putting some damage back down. That's a solo. Spread out from their team. Will crack the shields. Will put some damage down, but Maddie gonna get sprayed down. NYC will find one. Colazzo on the other side. Makes some damage down. It looks like it's gonna be, I think, a solo and 4 full teams up. Back to this closet with that bandage bazooka, healing his entire team. What a beautiful item. Let's take a look at who's up. It's going to be King Par. That's the solo. Not for long, though. They're spread out. It's going to be a 4v4v4. Bloom and company are up with Reddish. That's going to be team 1. Nick and company are up with their team. Lolly and company are up with their team. Lolly, unfortunately, going to get taken down to 16 HP. Does have the movement, does have the cover for now. Pearson on the low ground, trying to make their way on through. Tyrone somehow still in this game with their team. Crystal and Noel touching on up. Colosso gonna take down one. Let's move over, see if we can hop on board with our first place team as they try to hold that first place and extend that lead. Reminder, they were only in first by 1 point. Shield's gonna be popped there. Chaos happening down below. Bloom trying to make their way on through. Cutie trying to just survive. The shots coming through. Colosso going to take a lot of damage. Stay going to go down. Colosso, 4-4, going to come through. Is going to get an elimination somehow to zone. Brandon is going to go down. NYC coming through. Maddie going down. Cutie going down. Colosso, everybody getting eliminated. And that's just a zone. It looks like the team on the high ground right now going to be Ruby plays, Radish, Nick, and Bloom with the shotgun shots. The team down below trying to make a play. Only 1 player remaining. All they got to do is drop down. No, going to be 2 shots from Reddish. Gonna take down 1. Just trying to make sure they find that last player without losing too much. That player gonna pick him up and go for the interrogate. But the elimination gonna come through nonetheless. Bloom gonna be the one to do it. Great performance all around from Reddish's team. Lots of eliminations as well. Sitting about somewhere above 8. 7? 11. Sorry. You know, I'm not supposed to be doing math out here, but you know how it is. Hey, GG. Well played. Nice game all around. That was game number 3. Now, we are going to do a quick little 5-minute break during this game. So I'm just going to go to a nice little be right back screen. We're going to be AFK for 5 minutes. You're going to hear the sultry sounds of the lobby. And that's what's going to happen. I hope y'all enjoy. We'll go to a 5-minute break right now. And we will see you in a moment. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Welcome in. Hi. How we doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Nice little break there for us. Let's take a look. Let's welcome you back here to my face. Hi. How you doing? Welcome in. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. All right. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. Boom. Well, I wasn't actually ready because I wasn't like put over here. But you know, you get what I mean. Take a look at our leaderboard while I get into this match. NYC, Kuriyama, Maddie, and Colazzo, 195 points. That game, putting him 15 points above our second place, who is now 2 seconds. Gonna be Bloomy, Nick, Ruby, and Radish. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. K-More, Smallman, Bizzle, and Huncho, who were second going into that game, have dropped down to third, but not by much. Only a 20-point difference between them and first. And again, a victory royale is worth 65 points, which is a lot of points. So anybody's game right now. Third place looking solid. Fourth place is going to be Tyrone, Noel, Tri-Crystal, and Stay. 148 points. 146 for Vanessa, Kelsey, Rafi, and Parzik. Tied with Lolly, Cow, Pearson, and Kaya. Nut for an active WK. And Duga, 140. And 8th place, Delaney, Plumbury, Jace, and Azyga. And a reminder, 65 points. So 127 is in contention. Realistically, a lot of these are in contention for a push to the top of the leaderboard. Now, remember, there are only going to be 2 more games. 2 more games. This is going to be game number 4, and then 1 more after this. I hope you're having fun. I am. Percy says we're getting clapped. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me see. Where are you at, Perseus? Let's see. Hey, 19th. 19th. You guys, gals, and pals can make this happen. 54 points. Again, a Victory Royale, 65 points. Get some elims. We saw 87 in the first one. You just got to find your footing. Okay? You just got to find it. But thanks for playing. I know Peach appreciates everybody playing, all these amazing individuals, all the action. Again, shout out to Peach. Again, she's the one putting this on. It's her tournament. So if you don't know, Peach, drop a follow at that link right there. Go show her some love. She's an amazing friend of mine. She's a wonderful person. Go show her some love. If you're new here, my name's Clay. Let's take a drink of water together. Ooh, something about ice water. You just kind of feel it going down, you know? Something about a nice cup of ice water. If you're wondering how the point breakdown works, it's going to be right here. First place, 65 points. Second place, 58. All the way down, I think it drops by 4. All the way down to, once you get to top 20, you get 10 points. Top 23 is going to be 5 points. So you get points just for playing, but you got to make sure you get to the end. And only 1 point for elim. So we're not going to have some crazy, you know, W key action, as one would say. Now, did I say it? Yes. Would I say it? Yes. Take that as you will. But we're not seeing that. We're seeing some great strategy come through. Chaos at the end. And I think it's more because this season, I feel like zero build is just going to inherently be a little harder, because the only thing you're going to have for building is porta forts. Now, you're not going to have the porta bunkers that I keep accidentally calling them. You're not going to have the shield bubbles. You're not going to have anything, really. So you have to work on that. And again, this map was designed around building. It wasn't like the new maps where, you know, zero builds is a lot easier on, I feel. This map was meant for building. And it's interesting to see how zero building is playing. We got to see it in the in See Me Stacks. We got to see it on a big hill over by the grotto, and I want to see a southern zone now. Maybe we've seen a lot of northern zones. Maybe go to the south. Maybe into Craggy. Oh, not Craggy. Sorry, Misty. Oh, sorry. Anytime I think of Chapter 2, I think of Craggy. It's just my home. Into Misty, into that icy area. Maybe down into Slurpee would be fun. But you hear that? You hear that? That's the battle bus telling us that our players are loading into the game. About to load in overall. Let's see if we can get on board here with our winners of that game. We can see how they're able to do so right off the rip. You know, we're not seeing a lot of early fights. I think that's because we're not completely full on everyone, and that's okay. Kind of gives people a chance to spread out, find their footing in the game, and you're not trying to play this early chaotic game. Let's take a look. I'll be saying goodbye for now, and you'll just be hearing my voice as Ruby plays Bloom, Nick, and Reddish. Landing at the one and only Dog Pound. And honestly, it makes sense why they got a victory. Lots of loot coming from the Dog Pound. Lots of loot. Ruby immediately going for the change so they don't have to worry. Again, this is so valuable because losing shield early on, not a vibe. Not going to be good. Rosalind, Blind, Midnight, and Perseus changing up maybe where they're dropping a little bit. I want to try to get over to Pleasant Park as we go through to see where players are landing. The yacht, haven't seen a yacht landing today. Excited to see. It's Smacko, Bella, Cam, and Kayana making their way through. Bush Camp Dad just vibing. They're trying to find the perfect bush, and honestly, I support him. Trying to see if we can figure out exactly who was landing over in... No, not favorite T. Might be Leilani. No, they moved over. To Retail Row. I couldn't believe landing there. I'm trying to figure out who was landing Pleasant. Unfortunately, already. Out of my head. As we move through, though, we'll see the zone. Right on the center. Looks like it's going to be a Holly Hedges area. Now, a fight may happen here in Misty Meadows. Perseus, Midnight have rotated over. And are going to take some of Misty Meadows away from Conan Eyes, who was used to having all of that loot. They now have to try to adapt. They don't know yet that this has happened. As I'm talking about fights, Retail Row going to have one popping off. Let's move over. It's going to be Monster going down. Like the Elam's all coming through for Vanessa and company. Parzo will go down. Vanessa is going to get aggressive. will get a lot of damage onto this player, but the grapple just going every which way. That teammate able to clutch up and get out. But two elims come through for Vanessa and their team. And I like this. Vanessa, from what I remember, usually an aggressive player. So I like seeing some early game aggression from him. Now, zone coming in, they won't have to worry. They did get that team pushed out. Tried to move over. Midnight and Blind Guy all gonna go down. That is looking over at Craggy. No, I'm moving over. This might be a fight as well. Dismay will be getting one. Arigato getting another. It looks like they're all on the same team except for Harmony, who's chilling in a bush right nearby. Says, hey, how are you doing? Let's see if we can find what was happening down at Craggy. Unfortunate. Wish we could see all of the arrows, but not able to right now. I said that there may be a fight. Conan and them are going to have to deal with having half their loot missing, and they were actually able to get everybody. Now Smacko going to go down. See if we can hop on board there with them, see what's happening. Looks like they're just outside in the yacht, and oh yeah, when you're on the yacht, you gotta worry about that See Me Sex team just sitting there making sure you don't leave. Ayana, not a lot of HP. Medkit gonna be thrown down. But realistically, they don't have anywhere to go. I spoke too soon. A rift. Gonna be their saving grace. They'll rift to the south, try to get any extra heals that they can. Lucky for them, that rift wasn't taken. Let's move over to our first place team and see how things are shaking up for them in game number 4. Colazo, once again, bandage bazooka in hand. Cutie, also grappler. No grappler for Maddie, but they do have a lot of those impulse grenades. Bella going down the zone. Maddie gonna be in a fight with Cam and company. See if we can find out what's happening there. See exactly where it is. Unfortunately, I think the fight's already gonna be done. Yeah, gonna be Vanessa, Drone, getting the Elam. As I say that, we did find the fight. Monster. Looks like they got rebooted. And eliminated. Saya's the only one there for him. Cam gonna go down. I saw Cam get knocked by Maddie. Oh, so it's gonna be this team. Okay. My apologies. So they did get knocked by Maddie. There's that damage that they did previously on the yacht, but the zone taking them over did end up getting the Elam credit to them, but it was just a knock, so it wasn't a full one. So a late rotation for Vanessa, Kelsey, Drone, and Pars. Again, they're sitting in 5th place. They kind of have to keep getting aggressive. I'm trying to go for Elam. Towards the end of the game. Right? They got 5 early game. They can kind of sit back and chill. We'll take a moment to take a look at Cherko, Gwing, Amy. As they're getting sprayed in the air. Lots of damage on the Cherko. We'll break the overshield, but nothing more than that. Team down below tried to make their rotation, but a rift came through. A team that we have not seen in the late game, other than game number 1, because they weren't able to make it out of sleep. Sweaty. Gonna be rewatching Savage, Lar, and Ulasoka. Able to make it into the late game this time. Let's check out that loadout. Nice loadout for Bewitching. Lots of loot all around. They got mobility. They've got heals. They've got shields. So they could make it pretty far. We'll have to keep our eyes on them and our ears. See how they do. Elam's not coming through right now. Kind of the slow period of the game. My apologies, was drinking some water there. Move over to the team down below them. Gonna be Pearson, Lolly, Cow, and Kia. Reminder, they're making their way up towards the leaderboard. They're 6th place with 146 points. Some nice shots coming through. Noel gonna get a knock there in the feed. Let's see if we can find out where that's happening. Probably not gonna be able to before it comes through. Nice shots just being sprayed back and forth. Cow's gonna get an Elim. Let's see if we can move over. It's gonna be Stay and company up. Elim's come through for Noel. Looks like it may have been long range. Unsure. This team has been aggressive early. They're in 4th place. More Elims coming through. They have zone. Zone's coming to them. They don't have to move anywhere. What I'm worried though is they don't have any portaforts. So being here is going to be rough. Clutchshot going to get a knock there. See if we can hop on board there with them and see where they are. Unfortunately. Elam going to come through before we can. Oh, but hold on. There might be more on the other side. Players running away. Clutchshot grappling in, hitting a beautiful shot, ignoring the other player and going for this individual. Will find the shot there on the Smacko. We'll get the burst. The grapple coming through. Maddie and F trying to follow, and will get the knock. 1 player remaining for this team, and it's going to be Bella, who's going to just have to try to out heal the zone. It will be just a 1 tick for right now, but once that zone closes, they're going to have a rough time. The Smacko just trying to hide. Says he tried to get away. Unfortunately, was not able to. Let's keep moving on through. As Bloom will get 2 Elims. which is great for our second place team. See if we can hop over there with them. Again, some action may be happening here in Holly Hedges. We're moving over. They're getting surrounded. Got to be careful, though. Bloom and Ruby decide to disengage. Actually, it's going to be Nick all the way to the south. Moving to zone. Reddish is going to take some damage on their rotation out, but we'll be fine. Ruby going to get into the Portafor and now going to be able to put damage back. What team are we seeing being this aggressive? It's going to be Toxic Blonde, Ruffless, more plants, and eggs off. A tough rotation now for the team in Holly Hedges. My apologies. Look how far above the damage threshold they are. This team over here might actually be below. No, they're going to be above just barely. Let's see what more planes can do. I think they're going to decide to just disengage away. And honestly, the right play. With the team coming from behind, they have to be really careful. Again, sorry about the pauses. Just trying to drink a lot of water. Make sure my voice stays healthy. Stay gonna get another elim. Plant's gonna find one out. Shot's gonna go through. Good, we'll collect more plants. Right into their side is gonna find the other player there. It's gonna be Harmony. Toxic Blonde will get the elim. This player running, just trying to stay alive. We'll have shots, but won't connect on an elim. It's going to be Casey. X-Off will get him. That'll be a nice little elim for them as we move over into the zone where the chaos is going to ensue. I said nice little slurpy zone. I'd like to see it. Let's move over as Toxic Blonde and company are now getting held out by Ruby Plays. Bloom going to be the one to take down Toxic Blonde. Nick going to take down more Plays. It's going to be Ruffless there on the other side. Does have that medkit. Eggs off a little bit closer to their teammates. But what can they do? And get more plants up, but that zone's going to come through. It's ticking already for 2. Does have 2 medkits. Could make a play more to the north. Medkit's gonna get popped. And now to run the zone. I want to sit here. I want to see if they make it in. RGK gonna go down to Bizzle. Unfortunately, looks like they are gonna be able to make it in. Ruby Plays in them. Let them run in. A little bit of resistance comes through, but not much. As I say that, more plants is gonna go down. What? Might be Resible. As up above, they've got to be careful. Oh, no. They're just going to have to leave him. Let's keep moving on. We've been on this team long enough to see what's happening. Take a look at what's happening. Fight is going to be breaking out. It's going to be Wee-Witching. Savage Mike. Got team up above. And down below, but they take care of them. Nice elims for them. They'll have to be careful for the third party. Eggs off will fall. Ruffless will fall. We knew they weren't long for the world. with where they were positioned, but they're gonna have to figure something out. Bring it back to the drawing board. Take a look at who is left team-wise. We've got Vanessa's team, Maddie, NF's team, Noel's team, Reddish's team, Conan and I's making it towards the end. I don't see our first place team. Okay, here they are. Let's take a look at them. As that Elam from Reddish will go through. Rotation from Colazo and company. Gonna be behind one. Ron Twinkie's gonna go down to Bloom. Tough rotation here for Colazo, our first place team. Maddie getting aggressive. Is gonna find one. That's gonna be Conan Eyes going down. Colazo gonna be able to clutch it up. NYC up above. Colazo putting some damage down. Have to be careful though. Everybody in the lobby is gonna start looking at you. What if we're gonna go? Oh, and Colazo goes back out. Will go down. Maddie going down as well. Cutie Pumpkin gonna be the only one up. NYC falling. No, Maddie up. Gonna be NYC falling. Colazo going down. Up above, they've got to be careful. Player dropping down. Kelsey gonna get taken down by Cutie Pumpkin. Maddie trying to put some damage back, but he's getting sprayed from everywhere. Cutie Pumpkin unfortunately going down. It's gonna be Vanessa doing the damage there. That's gonna be big for them. Again, Vanessa and company were in fifth. They just took down first place. Drone will fall, but Maddie falls quickly right after, trying to put some sort of hope back in them. But look at this, Vanessa and company, they invested a lot for those eliminations and they didn't get a lot in return. They got points, they got first place out of the lobby, but they don't have any movement. Or they have some movement. They don't have any shelter, rather. Not a lot of shields. Vanessa gonna use probably the last mini that they have. Bars holding on to it. Movement coming through. Plum gonna go down to Maddie and F. Let's keep moving. Bewitching, they're making their way through again. This is the first time we've seen them since the first game in the end game. Game 2 and 3 did not go well for them. Move over to try Crystal there, rotating through the zone. Is gonna find a grapple, but taking a lot of damage to get it. Is not grabbing it. Could go down to zone. 12 HP 4. Isn't gonna go down to zone, but it's gonna maybe go down to a player. There's a lot of shots going through. On the other side, will they hit it? Yes, they will, but they don't have enough ammo in their shotgun to make it happen. Stay trying to just stay alive. Will hit one, and they hit more. Grapple going up. Mansell into the fort, but is going every which way. Everybody all around them. I don't know where everybody is. Somehow able to stay alive. Shots going through. Sampa gonna get one. Stay going up. Grapple missing. 50 HP remaining. All up for that team. Will continue to put down damage. Is gonna get one. That's gonna be botted. This is Sampa that they're fighting it. Oh my God, Stay with the grapple is somehow making a huge play. Shot will come through. Not able to make it work. But Sampa and company getting a lot of damage taken by Sam. Shots coming through. Katie tries to make a nice play. Botted. Not able to go through with the chug jug. Had to try to pop it. Small man Bizzle and K-Moore's fortunately gonna go down. It's just gonna be small man left remaining. This was chaotic. It is gonna end very quickly. Small man medkit in hand is gonna try to pop it, but no, everybody sees him. Has to try to go back down. Try to going for an aggressive play. Does find a porta fort, maybe unoccupied, maybe able to pop a cozy. Gonna go down. Maddie NF is popping off. Will get one. Not gonna be able to get more than that. Who's up top? It's gonna be Ruby, Reddish, and Nick picking up Bloom. And honestly, I think this might be their new first place team after this game. Look how many elims they're gonna have. Look who's down below. It's gonna be Crocs and Grox trying to make something happen. They take down Sampa. It's gonna be a 4v1. Let's see what they can do. They do have a porta fort on the other side. Not able to grab it. They have every grapple they could possibly want. Is trying to grab the porta fort, but not able to do so. They get sprayed. Running back. Grapples come through. No HP in the world is going to help you there. Elims come through for Ruby plays. Look at that. Beautiful victory royale for them. And not only that, their second victory royale of the day. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Indeed. Game number 4 a little bit different. We didn't see as many players in that final moment, right? We saw a lot less. And I think it was because it was over that bridge. Nobody had a chance to hide. Nobody had porta-forts in their inventory. But Ruby Plays and Company had the high ground. And they executed it perfectly. Oh, my. Let me just make sure. Accidentally hit the wrong button and my resolution started changing. Wow. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as I get ready for this next game. Whoo, baby. One more game to go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all so very much. The heck? I gotta verify that I'm human. Okay, Unite. Oh. Wow. What a game-changing game that was. All right, are y'all ready? Are you ready for this? First place now gonna be Bloomy. Now gonna be Nick. Now gonna be Ruby and Radish. Now going to be your first place team. Remember, we have one more game to go. Small Man, K-Moores, Huncho, and Bizzle move up into second as NYC, Ama, Maddie, and Colazo move down to third. Vanessa, Kelsey, Rafi, and Parzik fighting, moving up from fifth to fourth, 194, but tied with Tyrone, Noel, Tri-Crystal, and Stay at 194. Delaney, Plumbry, Jace, Zyga with that game move up into sixth. Lolly, Cal, Pearson, and Kaya now in seventh with 183. Again, reminder, seventh place is where you want to be for money. Everybody from seventh place up gets money. As you can see, the breakdown is right here. $200 to $300 to $500 to $600 to $800 to $120 to $140. $1,400. Sorry. As you can see, that is the correct, breakdown there. Botted, Melissa, Cozy, and Sampa with that game moving up into eighth place. We saw Botted clutch up, and Sampa even this game clutch up. Botted last game, Sampa this game. Nut, Renactive, WK, and Duga dropped down to ninth. Maddie and F Clutch Shot and Rotten Twinkies and Wubbable move up into 10th with that game. They had a lot of elims that game, so let's go over here. We're getting into the last game. Everybody is getting up. Also, if you see Penny, if you see a little ear down there, that's my dog. Say hi. Say hi to Penny. But this is the $5,000 BOO-Mer tournament. Last game put on by, of course, the Peach Cobbler. Make sure you take a look at that leaderboard in the chat. Make sure you take a look at Peach's channel. Drop them some love and hype in their chat the next time they are live. Tell them thank you so much for putting on a great event. Always run very well. Always run amazingly. Make sure y'all stay hydrated with me. Sorry, during that game, not as much talking because I was drinking more. Trying to make sure my throat was good. Been a minute since we casted, but always fun to come back. Always fun to cast some Peach tournaments. So, Battle Bus is being, as you hear it. Hold on now. The Battle Bus is being loaded up. Last game of the day. And I wonder who's going to win. Every game but that game, we had a different winner. Ruby Plays and Company are the first team to get a victory royale, or second victory royale rather, and they're also the first team to get a back-to-back victory royale. So we'll see. We shall see. Can Small Man, Huncho, Bizzo, and K-Moores clutch up? Can they take first away? Can Vanessa, who's been climbing the leaderboard every game, make it to the top? Will Maddie, Colazo, Ama, and NYC, who were at first for the entirety of, it seems like, the day, make it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that I appreciate everybody being here. If you're brand new, welcome in. My name is Clay, the great moment to have you here today with me. Just waiting on the last couple of teams. I think one more team to get in. Just make sure we all get to play. I'm excited. Who are you rooting for? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win this game, and who do you think is gonna win overall? Is it gonna be Reddish and company, or is it gonna be somebody else? Listen, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, sorry, my leg. I don't know. What I do know is that y'all are amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Game number 5. I almost said 6. I'm so used to 6, right? Last game being game 6, but no, today it's 5. Almost underway. I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope you are ready as well. We're about to hop in. The battle bus is being loaded on up. Say hi, Penny. She's shy. There you go. She wants food is what she wants. But we're loading into game number 5. You just heard the battle bus honk. You know what time it is. Let's check on our leaders. We're gonna go and land with them. Make sure that they land well. I think they're gonna be fine. Again, they're landing at the dog pound. But the bus is going right over it. So let's take a look. Last you'll see my face, except for at the end. The drop coming through. Radish on your screen. Looks like they're probably going to be uncontested. Sweaty Sands, I think, going to be where we want to watch. Looks like... Ooh, I see Bewitching, and the change that they made is to go for these islands rather than going for Sweaty themselves. And honestly, a smart change. Oh, they've got to be careful. Looks like there's a team just north of them. Actually, may see some shots coming through onto them. It's going to be Perseus and Blind Guy. Blind Guy going to be the one in between. Has to be careful. He's been pinged out. Does not have an AR quite yet. I don't believe there's many more chests. There's just that one in luck. There he's being surrounded. It's like sharks in the water. Ruffless going to go down. RGK going to be the one to do it. Player down below. Midnight. Too far away. 2 players down below. Blind Guy. Player right behind him. Not going to go for the shot. Instead, is just going to go down. It's going to be Savage Mike that does it. Unfortunately, they're trying to make the adaptation there, but not going to do it. Oh, we hop onto a llama, but let's hop onto the fight. More plants and eggs off. Trying to clutch up with Toxic Blonde. 4. Not going to get sprayed out. But the roof up above is wall going to be broken. Toxic Blonde going to be able to take down one player. Pushing him is going to get taken down. Eggs off with the shotgun. Going to have to try to clutch up. It's going to be Renactive. Mountain Duke are going to take down more plants. All that's remaining is eggs off. Nice shot. Going to miss. Goes back in. Will hit one. The bait and switch not going to be in their favor. Will go down. Nut, Renactive, Zuga, and K able to pick up the eliminations. The reboot will come through. It'll be a double reboot just to get it done quicker. Let's keep moving on through, see what's happening elsewhere. Amy and company doing their usual drop, splitting down the south side of the map. They should be chilling. The Rig, Maddie, NYC, Cutie Pumpkin, and Colazo. Showing you why they're near the top. Ruby Plays and company landing at a vault. Maddie, Colazo, Cutie, NYC landing at a vault. Now, I'm not saying it's the reason, because they're obviously very talented, but when you have that amount of loot, it's got to mean something. Let's keep moving through. Leilani, Lexan, Sayez, and Monster. They're rotating through this bridge. They've been here before. They actually ended up getting pushed by a team. What they do is they sit in this bush and they wait. And if they get pushed, they riff. And honestly, it's not a bad strategy. Let's move over to our first place team. Again, reminder, they're in first place by 28 points. A victory royale is 65 points. So they have a small lead. A small lead indeed. Ruby Plays trying to grab some fish. Using the harpoon to do it too. Hate to see it, but you know, that's what it was totally meant for, right? As Perseus and company. Not able to get Blind Guy's reboot card, I don't believe. So they're sticking together, trying to make sure that they get to that end game. Get some points on the board. Moving over to Small Man, K-Moores, Amira, and Bizzle. Trying to contend for number one as well. They're sitting at second place. They're the team that's 28 points behind. And look, they're already moving towards their bridge. They like to set this bush down below. I believe there's a rift down there. Yeah, you see it. This is why they like to sit there. No action happening around the rest of the map. Everybody just looting up, waiting. And trying to get the most loot they can. Sorry. Dropped my phone there. Just completely whacked it. Let's move over to Cam Nuts, Smacko, and Kayana. They've had a lot better rotation this time around. Out of the yacht. Again, this is the yacht loot. And they're going aggressive. Okay, no, they're not. I was gonna say they may go aggressive as Lar gonna be taken down. Let's move over. See what's happening to Lar. Savage Mike will put some damage back down to the team. And by damage, that was a lot. RGK gonna be the one that gets Lar. Lusoko, Bewitching getting sprayed down. Doesn't have any shield extra. So when that overshield is cracked, they've got to be careful. This team of above may push them. Let's take a look at what they are deciding to do. Renactive, K, Mountain Duga, backing up. They got damage. They got their elims. They're sitting on a lot right now. 5 currently. And they know they can stay here because this team has to come out of zone. But the damage is not in their favor. Tyrone gonna go down. Getting knocked, trying to find out where they are. Fortunately, gonna go down and get eliminated. It's gonna be Gwinky. I think I saw they got it. May have just been the spray with the AR. Nice 3-2-1. Coming in, Arigato. They're trying to rift away. Conan Eyes. Making their way to Salty. There's no team in there, so they should be good. Plum, Crocs and Glocks, and Zyga. In 6th place, they don't have Jace. A big player missing. I don't know what happened, but Jace not going to be in this game. Not going to be in here. So a big loss there for them. Kelsey, Vanessa, Drone, Pars, 4th place. They're about a victory royale away from 1st place. They have to be careful. Midnight gonna go down. Saw them up in the northern side of the map. Roslyn will fall to favorite T. Doja Speedy taking down Midnight. Trying to make our way on up to see everybody around the map. Again, this is the slow part of Fortnite. Everybody is rotating through. We're going to get some action here soon. As I say that, hold on. Perseus. This is where those action shots came from. Perseus. Trying to just stay up for their team, get as many points as they can. They don't know is that there's a team in the bush down below right here. There will be a team nearby, but oh no, they are. They're floating above. Perseus getting sprayed out of the air. Smacko gonna be the one to do it. Perseus was just trying to stay up for their team, but the aim from Smacko just gonna be too much for them. Tyrone is gonna be rebooted. So great to see you. Chai Crystal and Noel gonna be the one to do it. I think Noel ended up getting knocked as well at one point and got picked up. Let's move over to Kia, Lolly, and Pearson, as they have a team down below. Riff gonna come through. They're trying to take him down. That's gonna be Ulasoka that goes down from Bewitching's team. Already lost 1, now gonna lose 2. Gonna be unfortunate there for them. This is the team that pushed them out of Sweaty. Now taking them down in game number 5. AIM. Unsure of what's happening there with AIM. Oh, hold on. Let me go back. Buttons being pressed all around. Not the right ones. Gonna be Churko and company that take the aggressive push. I like this far flank from them. They're going to find exactly where they are. Going to be up above. Going to be able to shoot down below. Going for the pump shotgun shot. Will hit 1. Will hit 2. That's going to be Stay going down. Trying to run away. But unfortunately, the entire team decided to push him. His team going to have to try to finish off 1. Will they find them? I think they did not. No, they did. Stay going to go down. AIM finish him off. So now a 3v3. Push will come through, but this is just to try to get in, try to grab that reboot. The impulse is being used. Nice shots. We'll take some shield off, but not much more than that. The teammate going in, Gwinky. We'll put some damage down, but not much more than that. Just some shots here and there. They've got to be careful, though. This team going to look back. They may get aggressive. Chug Jug in hand. The problem is that they got aggressive at the wrong time. And now, look, they have to make their way all the way through zone. Gonna go for the reboot. Not gonna go down. See if we can find out where that is. As Arigato trying to put some damage back with that scoped AR. Favorites here. Up in Craggy. Let's see who's around them. Take a look. Bloodshot and company. Bush camped out. Up. Probably doing what they do best. And I'm here to support it. Reddish, our first place team. Let's take a look at their team. Where they are. Ooh. Similar spot to where we saw Bizzle. Seems like Bizzle and company have moved off of their spot. So keep your eyes on that. Bizzle and them said they don't want this anymore. Oh, Kitten getting taken down pretty low. Shots over at Frenzy Field. Unsure as to who is shooting them. It could be one of two teams. Kelsey and company. Bewitching going to go down. Kia will get taken down by Bewitching, but Bewitching not able to finish off that elimination. They still have one teammate up for Bewitching and company, so a solo could make that happen. Monster, Flexen, Lilani, and Sayas have the hill in the middle. Pearson, Kia, Cow, and Lolly. 3 elims. They have this house on top of this hill, but if the zone pulls towards Craggy, they have a really hard rotation they're going to have to make. Not to mention the team right behind him. Going to be Colazzo, NYC, Maddie, and Pumpkin. And going over to Craggy. This is going to be a hard rotation for both of these teams, honestly. And for this team up here, I don't know how they're going to do it. No porta-forts in the inventory except for one. Maddie has one. They know that there's a team up there. Maddie's seeing the shots come through. She's calling it out. That player seeing him. They have to wait for the rotate. And then they have to follow behind quickly and possibly go towards the south. But I don't know if this team will let it happen. I'll stay here for a moment. Let's see what happens. Zone gonna move. A team spotted in retail. Ooh, hold. They're gonna be above. They don't have to worry about surge. Shot's gonna go through. They're spotted out. Maybe a 1-2-3 called out. Maddie gonna lose over shield and shield. Grapple gonna be used. Natural cover. There's a team down below. They're gonna have to fight. They're gonna have to pick one to fight. Is it gonna be this team coming out of retail, or is it gonna be a team up above? One gonna go down. That's gonna be Cutie Pumpkin and Colazzo both falling. Tri Crystal gonna take down one. NYC says I'm leaving. Maddie says same. And unfortunate, they just got pinched. This is one of our top teams right here, losing players early on. It's not good. This is third place. NYC trying to make it somewhere safe. They do. For now, I think they have an entire team chasing him, but that team's got to be careful as well. NYC might go back, but they don't have the heals to do it. Maddie is up. Does have a med kit in front of them. Now, Maddie could make the play, but since Knight's going to go down, Noelic going to go down. Maddie could make a really big play here as NYC is going back to them, but they have to be careful about this third party coming in. Who is this? It's going to be Lar. Maddie sees him. Not going to hit their shot. They're going in. They know that Lar's going for the reboot. They have to go. Otherwise, this reboot van is going to be cut off for them. Time-wise. Nice shots from Maddie. NYC is going to go down. Unfortunately, went into zone. Did take down 2, maybe, from Conanized and company. But now it's all up to Maddie. Do they go for the aggressive play on the reboot? They're going to throw a porta fort down. No. They knocked Lar. Beautiful shot from them. We'll go for the heal first, and they could pick up Colazzo and Cutie Pumpkin. We'll see. We'll stay here for a moment as the zone starts to make their way on through. Maddie does pop the medkit. Reboot will come through. I just want to see how many people get rebooted back. As Lar will go down. Yo Savage going down. Drone getting an elimination. Let's see. Cutie Pumpkin comes back. Colazzo comes back. 3 people back for them. That could be huge. Keep your eye on it. They're not going to have a lot of loot. Let's keep moving. Small Man, Amira, Bizzle, and K-Moors. Again, this is a team you want to keep your eyes on. Second place in the game. See if we can find our first place right here. Bottom left. Zone continuing to move. Bizzle. Small man, K-Moors, and Amira. Loot looks good, but they don't have any grapples. All they have is impulses. They have portaforts, but they have to be careful. Konanai's gonna go down. Arigato. Trying to put some damage back down. It's gonna be Cutie Pumpkin and Colosso trying to make the place happen. Paranoia up above. Shots will go through. Colosso down below. Maddie gonna get taken down. Did the revives, but one more can they do? Shots coming through. Dismay. We'll find one. Beautiful Elims coming through there from them. They're gonna be able to pick up Conanized as well. Palazzo, Maddie had to make a play. Cutie Pumpkin gonna go down. They had to pick somebody, and that was a team on the edge zone. And they did. Look, not a lot of players up right now. 47, half the lobby gone. Monster, Lex, and Leilani down. Kia gonna be the only one up for their team. I want to watch right here. It looked like there was some shots about to happen. Looks like it's just Colosso remaining, hiding, waiting. Team knows where they are. Oh, choosing to run away in front of him. They find him. Shots go through. Colosso just trying to stay alive. Arigato! With 2 eliminations, this team finding their footing in the last game, and sometimes that's all you need as more rotations come through. I want to hop on board here with this team. This is going to be our first place team. Where they choose to go will be big. Shots come through. Nobody getting tagged up. Portafort going to throw down. Reddish will go and get inside. They got to get rid of some of these tires, and they do. Rotation fine, secured for them. Let's move down here. Fight breaking out. Para going to go down. Miss Mary up above is enemies. Down below is nowhere. They can't really make a play. Daisy's going to have to try. Hit some shots. Miss Mary trying to wait for them, trying to get together so they can impulse. Daisy shot from above. Miss Mary separated. Daisy does have a medkit, needs to kind of pop it now. Miss Mary on the other side does not hit the shot. Ruby plays, and Reddish gonna get one. Parzo and company gonna get another elim. Parzo 4th place, 3rd place out of this game right now. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd all in. And Daisy just trying to heal up. Doja Speedy, unfortunately, all they can do is hope. Hunter, unfortunately, in a really bad spot right now. In zone, doesn't have any heals. We'll find a team on the other side trying to go to them, but that's going to be eliminations coming through. Maddie and F going to get one. We'll get another. That's huge for them. Move over to Bizzle. This is our 2nd place team. They're just waiting, trying to find a rotation. They do have impulses. They can make a play. Or shots up above. Grapple nearby. Bizzle trying to find it right on the other side of him. Player goes down, but that's out in the open. Ruby plays and company nearby getting one. Every elim that they get, every placement that they get makes it harder and harder for Bizzle to try to make their comeback. Try to push it. Ruby on the right of the other side. They're making their rotation. 1st place is rotating right in front of 2nd place. They got to be careful. 4-4 thrown. Bizzle shots on to 1st place. This is a big fight happening right here. We're gonna stick here. They need to capitalize on this. They need to hold this team out. If Bizzle, K-Moore, Smallman, and Amira can take down Ruby, Reddish, Nick, and Bloomy right here, they would take 1st place. Shots connect onto Bizzle. They're going for the spray. Shots gonna go through. They're gonna go for the grapple. K-Moore's is gonna hit one, but gonna get taken down. Smallman trying to find more. They're all up above. Impulse being thrown. Not gonna be able to get it. Amira trying to make their way on in. Bizzle down below. Smallman right below with K-Moore's. Let's see what Smallman's doing. Trying to get up. Trying to put damage down. Will find one. No! Impulse gonna go through. It's gonna throw him everywhere though. Gonna cause chaos. Grapples being used. Zone has stalled. Bizzle trying to make his way back. Will get to Smallman and Amira. They'll only lose one. No, gonna lose 2. Big plays from Ruby, Reddish, Bloomy, and Nick. That may have just secured 1st place for them, but we got to stay with them and see what Amira and Bizzle can do. Bizzle making his way on through. Shots going through. Shots going up. Let's stick on 1st place now. Move on over. See what they're doing. Ruby gonna go down. Elim's gonna come through. Nick gonna go through. Ron Twinkies may have just taken out 1st place. Shots come through. That's big. I think Ruby plays and company are out. Maddie grappling every which way. Bizzle still up, still alive. This could be a huge cut. Could go for Amira. Could try to get it, but Amira, I think, going to go for the sacrifice. Bizzle just trying to heal on up, trying to grab anything extra that they can. Does grab the grapple. Grapple going up. Bizzle trying to stay alive and whatever capacity that they can. Does get in his zone. Makes it all the way there. Trying to find something. crazy action happening. Kelsey getting shots onto Wubbable. This could be good for Bizzle. Bizzle gonna get second place. No, third. He does go down. Kelsey with some big plays there. Will just wipe everybody. Kelsey, Vanessa, Parzo, and Drone maybe have made enough of an impact. They may have. We'll see. But Bizzle being up that long is rough for them. Bizzle being alive, the third place, makes it really rough. But welcome back. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Reminder, this is the $5,000 BOO-Mer tournament put on by the Peach Cobbler. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. With game number 5 wrapping up. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, was that 4? Am I dumb? No, that was 5. Ruffless, thank you for playing. Yeah, okay. I don't know. All of a sudden, I started questioning myself. Thank you for playing. Thank you for being here. And wow. Wow. Thank you for playing. It was fun. I hope you had fun. What a game at number 5 indeed. And guys, gals, and pals, everybody watching, we have the winner. I hope you're ready. The leaderboard is updated. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Huh? Wrong thing. Gotcha. It's going to be Bloomy, Nick, Ruby Plays, and Reddish, your BOO-Mer tournament champions. Right now, to my knowledge, should all be updated. If it's not, I'm sorry. First place right now on the leaderboard, K-More, Smallman, Huncho, and Bizzo, almost clutching up, but with Ruby Plays, Reddish, Bloomy, and Nick too far ahead. Vanessa, Kelsey, Rafi, and Parzik, though, make it in the third. Fourth place going to go over to Maddie, Colazzo, NYC, and Amma. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Fifth place, Maddie, Clutch, Ron Twinkies, Wubbable, Delaney, Plum, Jaith, and Zygo hold on to 6th. Nut, Renactive, WK, and Juga in 7th. Congratulations. That should be updated with everything. That should be it. Thank you all for hanging out. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for all the love. Shout out to Peach and the Peach team for putting this on. Wonderful. Honestly, just wonderful, wonderful all around. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all. Let me see. Let me find someone. Let me see. Who is... Let me see. Who from the team is? Oh my, that was loud. Oh my. My apologies.
I'm so happy we put together a fire squad.
My apologies. Trying to find... I don't think Ruby's live, right? No, she's not. Alrighty. I don't know how... I'm just going to end it here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.